Hello and welcome back to Sars Football Corner. Welcome back to another live stream, another show, another video on the channel. Big ups to everybody is tuned in nice and early. Big ups to everybody is watching on replay. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. We are back again for another episode of the Koora Pod, episode 72 in the building, man. Listen, a lot to discuss, man. Arsenal going 7 points clear. Yeah, a huge shift in momentum for the title chasers and the title getters, Arsenal Football Club. Yeah, listen, man, we're gonna speak about it. We're also gonna be speaking about City dropping points, what this does for their mentality, and certain things that people might have been calling out before, but people hopefully now don't try to jump on the ship. And we're also going to be doing well, there is no predictions. I put predictions there, but there is no predictions. It's the FA Cup weekend, so there is no predictions for that. We're not adding that. So yeah, man, listen, we're going to speak about Macclesfield, or was it Macclesfield or Mansfield? It's Mansfield, isn't
Mansfield.
Yeah, we had to do this week's game week predictions through WhatsApp because it was before the Koora Pod. So guys, that's why
oh yeah, hold on.
If you see different points, different scores, it's because we had to do the scores through WhatsApp because
We might
the game
just
was on
put that
Tuesday,
out.
Wednesday.
We might as well just bring that up right now. Ash, can you quickly can
Yeah.
you bring that up for us, mate, if possible?
Yeah.
And one more thing. Pedro's clear of Bucharest.
Oh, we're coming to that. You didn't need to bring it up yet, Sami.
No,
I was coming. But in one thing at a time. Everyone is getting cooked today. T and Sol's are gonna get cooked for that. Sad is gonna cook all of us for the City game. We're all gonna cook Sami for being the first one to not believe we can win the league. Everyone is getting cooked.
No, I'm going to cook Sami because he
I'll
seems to
get
think.
cooked because I said City will never drop
Amazing.
points if they go up.
And Souls, the pathological liar, yeah. This guy follows in his
Oh,
master's
shit.
footsteps. Yeah, this pathological
shit.
liar going out and trying to say on Hussam's thing that he's never said that City could win every game. Remember, guys,
Oh,
in the
that's
Koora
a lie.
Pod group
That's
chat,
a lie.
he said they're gonna win every game. And I remember because me and Ash were having an argument about if they could drop points, and then this guy comes out with some madness, and then Ash is like, "Yeah, I don't agree with that."
Yeah. That was stupid.
This is the wrong spreadsheet.
Oh shit, sorry. It's the same spreadsheet, it's just the wrong tab.
Oh,
Yeah, so we have a new leader, guys. We have a new leader right now, and that is Mr.
Oh.
Souls. He took
Chat
over
to
after a
me!
pretty bad
Chat to me!
now he shows up.
Guys.
Now
I
he
want to
shows
say
up.
one thing. No, guys, I want to say one thing. Yeah, I want to say one thing because I know already that I do a show every week on Koora Pod with a bunch of haters. Just to let you know, guys, every single person on this panel wants to see me fail. They pray and every single day that they see me bottom of the prediction sheet. They see me doing nothing. Guys, I'm gonna say one thing. Yeah, I swear to God, the prediction sheet we've been doing since game week 1. And to be good at the predictions and to be good at prediction, you need to understand injuries, form. You need to watch football to know who's played well the last game, who's going to continue that form. You need to know what you're doing when you're predicting games. I'm telling you right now, there is only 2 people. It might actually 3 people. You know what? And I question. And you know what? Actually, 3 people because T and Ash do watch football. And I'm talking about Premier League only because there's the Premier League predictions. There's only 3 people on the stream that actively watch football properly. The other 2, and isn't it surprising that the other 2 people who don't watch football are the guys that are most consistent on YouTube? Sami and Saad. They don't watch ball, guys. You know, I had to remind Saad that there was a Premier League game midweek for him to do predictions. He didn't even know there was football. He doesn't watch football. If I didn't let him know, he wouldn't even watch the game. This is what I'm trying to say to you. He doesn't know anything about football, bro. He just sits there.
So now, am I gonna make you look?
I'm the ball guy.
Am I gonna look?
I watch football.
Am I gonna make you look? Am I gonna make you look like a piece of shit? Or do you want me to
You
try.
could have done the
You can
Marco
try.
thing, Sad. You could have done what Marco said to do.
Why are you being his backup dancer, Ashraf? Why are you talking? I don't understand.
I
little voice-
forgot
Ashraf,
Marco.
Ashraf,
Wallahi,
Ashraf.
Marco, you are just so mature.
Ashraf, you're a little boy to
Anyway.
me. You're second. I know more.
Anyway.
I watch more football than you. I'm first. So shut your mouth.
Anyway,
And you know true, but okay.
Let's move on. Listen, I think the first thing we have to go into, we have to sink our teeth into. By the way, listen, big up to the table. It's taken a complete change. But I think the first thing we have to go into, yeah, let me put myself over here. Yeah, hold that T. Yeah, you fraud. The first thing we need to go into, yeah, is the momentum shift. 7 points clear, yeah. Now I want all of you pussios, yeah. And I repeat that. I want all of you pussios to line up, yeah, because this is what's happening, bro. Yeah, I need to. Where is that clip? Where is that clip? Let me find that freaking Turkish brother's clip. Yeah, where is he, bro? Where is he? I can't find it, man. Allah, I can't find it now. There he is.
Gebertirim lan sizi. Ağzını sikinin ilk neleri. Canım oynadım topunla amına koyup. Hep yüzünden ağzınızı sikerim son verdiğin emeklere lan. Ne lan bu ezeli?
That's what I'm
Funny,
going to
I'm
do
not
to
gonna
every
lie.
single one of you, bro. He is Turkish, isn't it, T? He's speaking. That sounds Turkish.
Yeah,
that
he
Turkish?
is. He's
He is Turkish, isn't it? That is a Turkish
He's-
thing to do. And
he's cussing them like crazy, bro.
only in Turkey would the coach just get all the kids, bro, just bow, start slapping them. Like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Listen, Arsenal Football Club rises back from the dead. Yeah, just when people stopped believing, just when people threw it. And listen, you got people here that are saying to me that City are unlikely to drop points apart from one game. You got people over here that are telling me that the City are the best thing since sliced bread, and they've improved their team to such a capacity where they're never going to drop points, and Arsenal completely lost the league. You got people here who are just raging. Yeah.
Can you talk football instead of talking from your ass and just?
I'm not. I'm talking
Exactly. Why are
Bro,
you doing
bro,
an
bro,
Allahwa
bro thinks-
episode? You're
bro
doing,
thinks
you're
the
doing an
league is over
Allahwa
already,
episode
bro.
right now for
I'm
Koora Pod.
talking
Big
football.
up to Allahwa. I get what the show is about.
So let me finish my point,
Yeah,
and then
break
you
it
guys
down.
understand what
Break
I'm
it down
saying.
for us. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying when I finish my point. Let me talk because I'm the only one who had any belief. Yeah, you man sold our club down the river just for clout and clicks. Yeah, so let me just do my thing. Yeah,
Whoa.
Clout and clicks.
and
Clout
this
and clicks, he says.
this brother right here, yeah, this brother right here is a pathological liar and is going on other streams saying he believed and saying, "Oh, I didn't say that we were out of the title race." When he did say that, and he said that City are going to win every single game. So, listen, we're going to get into everything, but
You had us winning 3 points ahead of City. What are you talking about?
sorry,
3 points.
13,
Like
13 points.
13 points.
13. Yeah, 13 points.
we talk about.
Don't
when
act
we
like
did
you
that
don't know you.
He said you
Yeah,
had us
man.
winning by 13 points, which is obviously
Yes,
ridiculous. Right?
this is the beginning. This is the this is where they start to drop
Beginning.
multiple points. This is the beginning of the downfall.
So you're doubling down on that.
Listen, I'll be real with you guys, yeah.
Mm.
I told you guys.
By the way, for the clip farmers, this is all sad. This is all sad. There's still 8 games to play. Okay, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? This is all him. This is not
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
This is him.
You
You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, T, yeah, bro, I'm down and out, bro, because I had confidence even when we were down and out and people were panicking after Wolves' result, bro. So you know that I haven't got fear for this, bro. Don't worry, guys, clip me up, bro. I'm sure you got clips already, bro. I'm sure you got clips already. But I told you guys about the way these men concede chances, the way these men concede shots, the way yes, they brought in Gahey, and of course he can stop a lot of shots and a lot of attacks, and he can try his best to stop them. And yes, they got Donnarumma, who's world class. But let's not forget
And
that
Semenyo.
if you tempt, and Semenyo who's scoring them goals, yes, 100%. But you can't sit here and outscore. You can't outscore when certain men are not even performing in your attack. You can't outscore teams forever. It will come back to bite you. And today it came back to bite Manchester City. It came back to bite them. They gave up chances and they come up against these teams who I said to you guys, don't sleep on the relegation teams, bro. Because these relegation teams, when they get to this point of the season, bro, these men are fighting for their lives, bro. It's not. I'm so upset that they're not playing Wolves, bro. because Wolves right now have been a completely changed team, bro. They're just fighting for their lives, and just
They
putting
already
up.
did, and they beat them 2-0.
We never see. Yeah, but I'm talking about now, bro. Not when they were crap.
They played them a couple of weeks ago. It wasn't that far away. They were still in good form, Wolves.
Regardless, man. What I'm saying is, in the grand scheme of things, bro, these relegation teams, bro, it's not easy to beat them, bro. You can't
Okay, Sad. On a serious note, I'm gonna ask you a
I'm
question,
being
and I'm sure.
serious,
Look, yeah, it's fine, and I'm sure. Look, everybody in the panel here are buzzing with this results, and that we won and City dropped points. Obviously, we're Arsenal fans at the end of the day, and we want Arsenal to win the league. But are you comfortable and convinced with the game against Brentford, the way we played and the attack, especially the attack? Is it something that fills you with confidence?
I mean, it doesn't have to fill me with confidence, because as long as we win our games, which I think we will, that's all that matters, bro. We just have to win our games. It doesn't matter if we do it, if we play a beautiful football, if we do this, if we do that. As long as you get the results, that's all I really care about. I'll be so real with you. This is not
no.
about.
What I'm saying is, in the next game, do you have the confidence to say yes, we're gonna go and win, or do you think okay, we're actually gonna grind it just like we did against Brighton?
It's different because it's a home game. With away games, you always get that sense that it's gonna be a bit tense. It's gonna be a bit tough. It's gonna be a bit techie. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna be one of those fixtures where, you know, it's a bit cagey, and the teams are just like, we're trying to grind out a result. If you look at some of our away or a lot of our away games this season, if you look at a lot of our away games this season, there haven't been these illustrious performances where we're just out there, just silky football, this and that. Maybe on a couple of occasions, yes, we have, bro, but a lot of them have actually been some cagey performances where, yeah, we've had a couple of chances, but there's been a lot of defending from these teams because they're at home. Do you know what I mean? So they got to go out and really try to put their stamp their authority. So listen, man, for me, it's not that if it fills me with confidence, this or that. That's a big win, bro. Against Brighton is a big win. You know, back in the
game is a big win.
Yeah, but that one, with the pressure, with them saying, because Saka said they heard the player, they heard the fans going crazy, meaning they knew.
Yeah, at the end of the game,
City had dropped points. We can't drop points here. We cannot drop points. Do you know what I mean? So it's all of this stuff plays a factor, bro. It plays a factor, and that was a point where we would have dropped points there. We would have dropped points there, but we didn't. So that shows to me, yeah, you know what? These men are mentally clocked in, and you got people like Hincapié who dropped an absolute shift. You got Gabriel who dropped an absolute shift in there in the defense, bro. These men were going crazy. Do you know what I mean? Yes, Raya had a bit of a crazy moment in that just after we scored the goal. But
before we scored the goal,
was it not after?
No, it was before when he played that stupid pass and Baleba lobbed it.
Yep.
But yeah, listen, man. I'll be completely real with you. At this stage of the season, bro, it's not about performances, bro. It's about getting results. The only people who are speaking about stuff is the people that get results and get 3 points. That's all you need to do. And we got the 3 points. City didn't. I'll be real. I still agree with my logic, which is City concede too many chances. They still get too many attacks against them. Yes, they have a brilliant attack, but Haaland not doing well. You know what I mean? A lot of these players not doing well. Yes, you got a couple players. By the way, City conceding for scoring by a set piece in that second goal. Yeah, I don't want to see none of their fans talking about dead football, this, that. Because they sat there and celebrated that set piece. Frauds. So yeah, man, listen, I'm happy.
Okay. Can I jump in? And I just want to let you know why I had City favorites to win. Since the Liverpool game where they won and that shift in momentum happened, they won every single game. So they were in the ascendancy when it comes to form. And I did not anticipate Haaland to be shit until now. Like I thought Haaland's gonna click at any moment and start scoring like a machine. Like we know Haaland, and I'm sure you guys know what Haaland's all about. And moreover, the way we drop points against Brentford, against Wolves, where we sit back and allow pressure and soak the pressure until we actually conceded goals and drop points. That kind of trend, when you see it logically, you look at the trajectory of the performances and the results that we drew, says, okay, it doesn't seem that we're gonna collect a lot of points ahead of City. City seems in the ascendancy and they're gonna win every single game, but it didn't happen to yesterday, and City dropped points, and this is massive for us. And also, the other thing is, I wanted to see consistency a bit from Arsenal in terms of especially attack, because even the goal that we scored was was a bit cagey. If you guys saw the goal from Saka, it was a deflection, and then the goalkeeper got nutmegged. But at the end of the day, a goal is a goal, and a win is a win. 3 points is 3 points in the bag. However, when I look at it from an isolation, and I say, okay, am I confident to say every single time I'm going to win a game? No. Results matter, but that's why I had that prediction that City, because from the forum I've seen City, I'm like, okay, shit, they're clicking, Semenyo's clicking and scoring, Haaland will get back, and I was like, okay, damn, that's gonna be tough for us. But now this draw is massive in terms of momentum for us as well. Now Arsenal cannot drop any points.
Yeah, it tilts the title into our favor now. Because before the Forest game, if I expect us to lose at the Etihad, I expect them to want to go and win at the Etihad. Just like if we were facing City at the Emirates, I'd expect us to win. So if I expect them to beat Palace and beat City, if I expect them to beat Palace and beat us, they win the league. The title was in their hands. It was 60-40 on City's favour. That's why me and Ash were saying it's unlikely we'll win the league. We can, but it's unlikely now based on that position. We didn't expect them to drop points against Forest. Some people did. Big up Sad. We didn't, right? So because they've now dropped points against Forest, now I think it's 60-40 on our favour. Because now, now, even if they beat Palace and they beat us at the Etihad, which was still my predictions, we're now a point ahead of them. Even if we lose at the Etihad and they beat Palace and we win all our remaining games, we win the league on 1 point. You know what I mean? And I think if City draw one more game before the game at the Etihad, so if they beat, I think they've got Bournemouth. Is it Bournemouth next?
West Ham.
West Ham. They've got West Ham away and then Chelsea. West Ham
and then Chelsea. If they draw against Chelsea away, I think it's over. If we beat Bournemouth and Everton, and they draw against Chelsea away, the league's done.
But also take into consideration that the next 8 games for us, 5 of them is at Emirates. So this is massive for us because our record in Emirates is strong. I think we had only 1 loss against United, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. So now it's on our favor. Yeah, so it's in our favor. Now I can say it's in our favor. It's ours to lose now again, and thanks to City for that and Forest. Ash?
Yeah, look, I'm not happy with his performance. I think it was a very shit performance. I think we could have probably won a lot more comfortably if we played a lot better. So I understand where Fabian Herzler is coming from about like the way they played, only one team tried to play, and that's fair. Look, in the end, we don't have to appease to him. We're playing to win the title, so we don't give a shit what he's saying. But the reality is, it was risky because I think 6 times out of 10, maybe, or 5 times out of 10. We probably dropped points in that game. Like the way we were defending and the way we were allowing Brighton to have so much of the ball. I feel it could have easily bit us in the ass. But in the end, in the run-in, all that matters is to win. The only reason why I want us to play better football is because I don't think playing this kind of football will win us the league. But if it does, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit how we play? So let's see. I mean, the teams we're facing next, Everton and Bournemouth, you could probably say might be better than Brighton attacking wise. Bournemouth probably better than Bournemouth attacking wise. Sorry, Bournemouth better than Brighton attacking wise. I don't know about Everton, but they're obviously high in the table for a reason. So we have to try and control those games. They're at the Emirates, so I think we will. But yeah, look, it's a big result, and obviously I was wrong about Forest. I was definitely wrong about Arsenal because I said out of the Spurs, Wolves, Chelsea, and Brighton game, you remember when we did those predictions. I said we'll win 2 and draw 2, and we've drawn 1 and won 3, which is pretty impressive. So I do agree with Sami. I think it definitely puts it back fully in our control. we're definitely favorites at this point. I think we will beat Bournemouth and Everton, and I do think Chelsea will drop points to Chelsea. I think they're in good form now. City don't travel away that
You're
well.
mixing your words, mate. Say it properly. City are gonna drop points to Chelsea, mate.
But I predicted that even when I made the run-in. I
No.
I'm,
You just said,
I'm
I
one of the
think
few
Chelsea
ones
are
who said
gonna-
lost.
You just said Chelsea are gonna drop points to Chelsea, brother.
Oh, sorry. City will drop points to Chelsea at the bridge. Yeah, because I just think given the form they're in right now, and I think that given that City don't travel away that well, I think the league, hopefully, if we win our next 2 games, I think the league will be wrapped up before
You
we
got
go to
players
the
coming
Etihad.
back.
Not,
Chelsea.
yeah, 100%. But yeah, look, very, very good results. Shaky moments though that match. We could have been 1 goal down in the first 5 minutes when Raya made that stupid mistake. If Baleba probably shot it better or lobbed it better. Gabriel for me just cemented why he's one of, if not the best defender in the world. I got into a rage baiting argument on potentially him and Rice. I'd probably still edge it to Rice because Rice has been playing a lot more games this season. But I was rage baited into an argument at Most Channel about Saliba is not world class, he's just a good defender, and Gabriel, he's good, is he the best? I was like,
who said that?
I didn't want to bother. One guy called Jamie, Liverpool fan. And Quest was agreeing with him as well, a Chelsea fan. So it was just stupid. But I think we have the best 2 defenders in the world. I think we have by far the best 2 defenders in the world. And when I say by far, I mean the person who's third is probably like 10 kilometers away from them if we were to rank them by distance. It's such an amazing thing to have such world-class defenders. Yes, Paul, says thank you. It was Gary Cahill versus Saliba. That's the biggest joke I've heard, to be honest.
Gary Cahill versus Saliba is insane, by the way. But anyway,
such a joke. But yeah,
these man just see the trophy count and they think that Gary Cahill was this immense centre back, world class, top level, top 5 centre back. In bro, relax. Don't let Chelsea fans gas you guys up. If you guys haven't watched Gary Cahill, let's not do all this stuff.
He was shit, bro.
Yeah, no.
He wasn't shit. He wasn't shit.
I think he was a very good. It was a good centre back, but let's not start putting him in the amazing and do you know what I mean, brilliant categories with all of these generational talents and stuff, man. Come on, man. Anyway,
bro, trophies really blind people, because if Arsenal, inshallah, this happens, if Arsenal win a Champions League and maybe 3 Premier Leagues in the next 5 years, Declan Rice will be in conversations with Lampard and Gerrard. Saliba and Gabriel will be in conversations with Rio and John Terry. That's going to happen. People are getting so angry right now when we see
but Ashraf, also,
could you put them in these conversations? Yeah,
but Ashraf,
because they haven't won trophies yet. That's why the legacy has not been elevated.
And Ashraf also, we've also seen with some examples like Harry Kane, where you don't need to win trophies to cement your name with other greats. People put Kane in conversations with Rooney and Shearer, and Kane's never won a trophy for Kane's never won a league title. Do you understand? So, but his individual numbers are good. So ultimately, individually, even if Saliba doesn't win a Premier League title, let's say Saliba leaves next summer and goes to Madrid, he will still go down as one of the one of the best centre backs in world football, because he is.
But it builds a legacy when you win trophies, Souls. I think it builds also a stronger legacy for you.
I agree. I agree with that. But look, we're getting closer. We're getting closer, boys, man. The dream. Declan Rice's dream, all these players' dream of winning a league title, Saka's dream. I heard his interview on TNT Sports. He was saying the dream's getting closer. We're getting closer to winning a Premier League title. And if we win this Premier League title, I'm scared of the man I'm going to become. Scared. Not with with Chelsea fans, with Liverpool fans, with Spurs fans, with everyone. I'm going to be scared about the man I'm going to become. Our first title.
Spurs might be relegated.
Our first title since the Invincibles, man. Since the Invincibles, 22 years.
Let them rest in piss.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm not even joking. If by the time we come to play West Ham, if we had officially won the league by then, Uqsim billah, I'm being serious about this. I would not mind us starting our second team and doing
Yeah,
it.
just rolling over, man. Just roll over.
Whatever we can do to make sure they get relegated. If we won the league by then, right? And it's not even the same shit they did to us 2 years ago.
You're missing 6 points, man. I mean, we always guarantee 6 points in the season from them.
Yeah, I know, but I'd rather laugh. It's fine. Whoever comes up in their place, I think we'll get 6 points against them. It's fine. Russell, give me some comedy for the next 1 year, bro.
But guys, like I think we need to be cautious. Obviously, I just love how when fans say that we're bipolar, we are bipolar, man. Because a couple of weeks ago, all of us were sitting on this. Because a couple of weeks ago after Wolves, we were all sitting down and gloomed out, and we probably it's unlikely we're going to win.
Rightfully so.
And then literally,
that's not bipolar. That's not bipolar. Is you changing your opinion with nothing changing. Like nothing, no facts have changed. Yeah, but facts have changed, which is why we're giving a different. By the way, I said, if you guys remember, if we continue playing this shit football, which we did yesterday, I said if for us to win the league playing this shit football, City have to be crap and City have to continue being shit. And they have.
Why I would say bipolar, because sad. When we lost against Wolves, Sad was the only one saying the league isn't over. So then why was Sad still believing while we was?
No, we didn't say the league is over like that. We said the league is over as in City are favorites.
But Sad weren't saying that. Sad believed that we were still favorites. Sad believed that we still win the league. That's what I mean.
That doesn't mean he was not bipolar, and that doesn't mean we were bipolar and he isn't. It's just a difference in opinion, because he still thinks, even though facts changed and we dropped points that he didn't expect either, he still said it's fine. I think we'll recover it.
The logic still stands. The facts still changed. Like the loss to Wolves,
exactly.
The winter, the facts changed.
The wins against Chelsea, and Brighton, and the dropping of points of City against Forest. Those are big facts that we didn't expect. I didn't expect that to happen. I predicted a draw against Chelsea and a win for City against Forest. The opposite happened in both games.
I think I just want Arsenal to win the league because I want Ashraf to watch football next season. I want Ashraf to watch Arsenal next season. And because if he doesn't watch football, I have no one to argue with in person and on streams. And
I will be watching football.
You can argue with him about the stats sheet. You can bring up. Bro. I guarantee you, bro. Ashraf, let's say we lose the league and the UCL, he won't watch a single Arsenal game next season. But he will still come on and argue about every Arsenal game and go, I know exactly what happened. The stats show it. We made 3 passes in the second half. XG was this. Goal score was this.
You know what I'll do if that happens? Every stream I'll come on here. I'll be like, Arteta sucks. He needs to go. We're not winning shit with him. That's exactly every week. Even if we win 5-0, I'm going to say that.
Hey, that's something I can get behind.
Of course you can. Of course you can because you all
but that's only if we don't win the league or the Champions League. If we win one of them, then guys, by the way, do you realize how scary
No. Then what? No, Ashraf. Then what?
One sec. Do you guys realize how crazy it is? You know these shows that do the bracket predictions. They do the bracket predictions of Champions League, who's gonna win it. 90% of the ones I've watched, of like pundits and big content creators and stuff, have predicted Arsenal to win the Champions League. Guys, if this is our year and we win the Champions League and the Premier League, guys, if this is our year and we win both, I don't even give a shit what happens in the League Cup and the FA Cup. If we win the Champions League and the Premier League, oh my God, forget the World Cup this year. People need to hide. Not from me, because I don't do that crap, but people who know Sad, people who know Souls, people who know Paz, people who know Igal, people who know Gunnar, the other guy, people who know Anton.
Wait, you know we win the double. Me and Sad. Wait, listen, you know we win the double. I listen. You know if we do the double. You know if we do the double. Me and Sad will do a tag team on Ahwa, and it will be over. It will be over. Me and Sad on Ahwa will cook every single one of those scumbags. Ahmed,
bro,
Hamza.
I guarantee you. Hamza's not going to show up anymore.
Hey.
He'll never show up again.
You know what?
I know where he lives. I know where he lives. He lives near Sellers Park, mate. I'll go to his yard.
You know what my friend told me yesterday? I swear to God, guys, and I'm being honest here, and he wasn't even joking. He said, my biggest fear that's keeping me up at night at the moment is that Arsenal could win the league. Like, you know, some people genuinely fear this. They fear it. Like, it's like, bro, I'm not joking. Like, it's funny, but some people actually have a fear
because
like,
of the amount of banter that he's been giving for Arsenal and you know, bottle jobs, and all.
And not even
these
that. Not even that.
monologues.
But furthermore, they're gonna have to hide from Sad and us lot. But then also, you guys are gonna have to hide from people like Egal, who are gonna cook you guys for not believing.
I won't hide from
One second,
nobody,
Sad
bro.
or
I'll be
team,
celebrating.
Can you guys bring up iNotes' comment, the last one?
Hide from the worst champions of all time.
Yeah.
Based on what?
Yeah, so iNotes for a couple of things.
And also,
for starters-
I know.
Wait, Souls, I brought it up. Let me respond first.
Okay.
I brought it up. Wait.
Go on. Respond.
For starters, we would not know if we are the worst champions or not until we come to defend a title next season and we see what happens. Because unlike your bum team that won the league in 2015 and finished 10th the next season, those are the worst champions. Chelsea. Those are the worst champions. And if we win the league and the Champions League, you cannot say we're the worst champions because we literally won the biggest two competitions in Europe. So that's a stupid comment to say.
Not only that, Ash. Also, I don't know if you guys have seen the news recently in football. A lot of well-known pundits that hate Arsenal, even players like Van Dijk and top quality players, are saying this is a tough league this season. It's a tough league. I'm seeing Wolves, who are bottom of the table. I'm seeing them put up performances against Liverpool. You wouldn't think they're a relegation team. When I watch Wolves against Liverpool, you wouldn't think these guys are going down. The way they're moving the ball, the way they're attacking, bro. Every game is tough in this Premier League title. It's a very tough defense. And if we win it, it won't be we won an easy league. Because even players have said it's a tough league. Players have said it. Van Dijk said the league is very tough this season.
I mean, let's just say it how it is, Sauce. At the end of the day, if we win the league,
right?
Even if we win the league by 20 points,
right?
I personally would not care at all. Because
me too.
It's number 14 at the end of the day. I just want to win the league. I don't care how we win it. You know what I'm saying? If this is the new footballing world, if this is the new style of playing football, and we adapted to it, you know what I'm saying, and won a league doing it, I don't care at all. Wallahi, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like Liverpool fans did not care last year. I am not going to care this year if it happens. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, my team will get number 14. You know what I'm saying? My team could possibly get number 15, aka the FA Cup. You know what I'm saying? My team could possibly also win me a League Cup. You know what I'm saying? And we also are in the easiest, most favorable run in the Champions League.
UCL. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Anything is possible with
bring me Barcelona or Atletico Madrid. Bring me.
So for me,
I will say iNotes though. We'll have a truce.
What people say.
Go ahead.
I don't care. It doesn't matter what you guys say, you know, because we will win the league at the end. If it happens and we win the league, you know what I'm saying? You can say whatever you want. You can call me whatever you want. I would not care because I would have won the league at that point.
I agree. I agree with you. I agree with
you.
you. Arsenal fans,
here's what.
For me, you are
saying,
just a neighbor. You know what I'm saying? A neighbor that's angry that I got a new car, and you're jealous. You know what I'm saying? Because you have a shit ass Mazda or a Toyota or whatever you buy. You know what I'm saying? And you're jealous of my
decent cars, man.
You're jealous of my Mercedes.
And if we win the league and Spurs get relegated, that'll be an even better.
That's exactly what I was about to say, guys. iNotes. We have to probably look iNotes. There's nothing you can do about our league anymore because we played you twice. So just let it go. Beat City. Do your job, and let's just come together and unite in celebrating Spurs getting relegated. iNotes. Yeah. I guarantee isn't that what Chelsea also want? And you played them last game of the season, if I'm not wrong, at the Bridge. So come on, iNotes. If we get these guys relegated, that itself is celebration for everyone. You know what? If Spurs get relegated, we will pause the parade for like 2-3 days, and we'll just focus on celebrating Spurs getting relegated.
But
then we'll resume the parade.
Ash, would you just a quick question? If Spurs do get relegated, is there any player would we get from them? You know, with the cheap price.
Zero. You know they asked this question on the Football Terrace. and they were like, "Oh, who would you take?" And they were naming some players. They're like, "This guy."
On the fence.
Guys, you understand the reason why they're shit is because their plays are garbage.
No,
Mickey Van de Ven is a pace. I'm gonna go through every single one of them. Vicario is a bum keeper. Vicario is a bum keeper.
Okay, that's
Jet
correct.
Spence only has pace. That's it.
Correct.
Right? Mickey Van de Ven has more pace, but he's horrible in one-on-one defending attributes. He's very bad.
Okay, but before you continue, do you think Arteta would improve him if he joined us?
Yes.
No, he wouldn't, because the way he gets skinned and dropped to the grass, Arteta cannot help that guy. When Gabriel came and was a bozo, even though Gabriel was a bozo, but there are many good defensive attributes about him, right? In his physicality, the aerial ability, sometimes his reading of the one-on-one. This guy has only pace. That's it. Romero is a red card merchant who wants to freaking break people's ankles and legs all the time.
True.
Who else would have? Pedro Porro is so overrated. He's good going forward. He's shit defensively. I still remember when Trossard made him do. I still remember.
Romero's not bad centre back. Romero's not bad centre back.
Do not cut me off. I'm going on this. Okay, because I'm exposing those frauds today, yeah? Pedro Porro, I still remember when Trossard made him do the splits and injured him, right? Because he couldn't defend for shit, right? Basuma is overrated. Guy does balloons all the time. Pape Marisar, he probably turns sideways and you don't see. Yeah, Pape Marisar turns to the sideways and you don't see him anymore. He turns to the sideways and you don't see him anymore. That's how skinny he is. You do.
I'm trying to protect Sad's account, allegedly.
Bentancur is an absolute disgusting baller who's not good anymore. Paulina is like the B-Tech Caicedo, just a shin kicker. That's what he is, right? They don't have anyone good. Who the hell is Matthias Tell and Odebert? Oh, we have Bergvall. He's a talent.
Okay.
Yeah, with that fake ass Swedish player, whatever he's from.
Our banner was nice. We loved the banner. That was good.
Oqsim billah, wallahi al-azim. On my daughter's life, I'm saying this. I am not bantering when I say. In my opinion, obviously, I'm not bantering when I say I would not take a single one of their players because I actually don't think that they're players.
We believe you.
Because I think the reason they were being battling relegation this season and last season is not the managers. I actually think it's the players. I think the players are just garbage. Okay, sorry. There's astaghfirullah, I take it back. There's one player who I probably wouldn't take just because of some attitude issues. But he is a baller.
All of that, now you would take.
No. I still wouldn't take
Madison.
No. I think Madison is overrated. No, not Xabi Simons either. He's been exposed. It's Kudus.
Kulusevski.
But even Kudus, no, not Kulusevski either, bro. 1.5 year injury. Sorry, I don't know how you're coming back from that. It's Kudus. Crazy. But even Kudus, I wouldn't take because I don't think there's a place for him in our team, in my opinion. We need someone who can be a backup to Saka. He's not going to want to be a backup to Saka.
He's injury prone as well.
Anyway,
so the answer is nobody.
Okay. That's Ashraf's opinion. I respect it. I would take a few players at Spurs. I think they have decent players. Yes, a few. Not for starters, but for backups. I would take Madison 100% when he's fit. I think he's one of the best.
He's always injured
in the league. He is, but I think if he can come back and stay fit.
What you just said there was key. When he's fit.
Yeah,
when's the guy fit, bro?
I've seen when he's fit, Madison's top quality. I rate.
When is he fit?
Yeah, but I still take him if he was fit in the summer, ready for a new season. I would take him for Arsenal as a backup 10, even as a rotator 10. Because at the moment we haven't got any good 10s either. I would take Kudos on 100%, 100 million trillion %. I'd take him as a backup to Saka 100%. That'll be eyes closed. I'd swap him for Madueke and pay more money on top. I would take
That's a bit.
No, I rate Kudos highly. What is a baller? Absolute baller. Kulusevski when he's fit again.
Yeah, but there's no place for him in our team. Yeah, he's a baller for sure.
But Barsha, you're saying no place. But if there was a swap for Madueke, you swap him for Madueke. You rate Madueke.
But the thing is, bro, we have to also be realistic about it. This is why I was arguing with Arsenal fans who were saying we should get Rafinha as well on the right wing. Guys, there are some players who will not come to Rafinha. There are some players that will not come to our team to be backups, and it'll only cause some issues. I don't mind competition 100%, but Kudus is not a player that's going to cause competition. I think it's only going to cause like some sort of a mess. I think if we can get a better version of Madueke.
Wesley's on Ashraf. Well,
we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that because he's talking about Gyökeres.
We are gonna get to Gyökeres and drop it.
When it hits.
TK, let's hide. Let's hide now.
Not TK, it's TK and you.
That's what
you
I said.
as well.
No, and Sami. No, we did. Oh,
No?
so scared of Sami now.
No, not Sami.
Is it because
Sami
he lives in
said-
Saudi?
Sami-
Is it because
Sami
he
don't
lives
agree
in
with
Saudi?
me.
Is it because
I'll
he
be
lives
real.
in
Wait,
Saudi?
I don't know.
Sad.
We know you asked him for £10
agree with me
yesterday.
or
We know
not?
you asked him. Sami, pay him his money. Sami, I know you asked you for
Don't
£10
do that. Don't do
yesterday.
that. Souls,
Pay him his money.
Souls. You're gonna ruin the stream again.
No,
Sad.
don't tell me
Did
what
Sami
I'm
not
ruining.
agree with
Your hairline's
Sami?
ruined.
Did Sami not agree with me last time that Zoa Pedro is a better striker?
Yeah, I also shared with you the short in the group chat if you remember.
Exactly. So tell this guy to shut up.
Before even
You're
the
gonna
hat
get
trick,
cooked.
he scored the hat trick.
But when did I say Jokeris was a better striker? I just said that the goal scorer.
Shut up.
I said,
No. I'm talking about
no.
no. Wait.
Don't
I did
talk.
not mention
Keep your
any.
mouth shut.
I did not mention any attribute of dribbling.
You didn't.
Nothing.
You didn't. You
Nothing.
didn't. But I'm saying you
And,
didn't.
yeah, but hold
I
on. I was talking.
I said
Guys,
simply.
Guys, wallahi,
I
we're
was
not in the
talking-
conversation.
No, I said
Guys, the host is coming.
I said
Stop.
Jokeris goal scorer.
Stop,
Stop breaking.
Guys,
He can't hear you.
guys,
He can't hear you. He can't hear you.
Ashraf, you can't mute.
guys,
Ashraf, you can't mute.
guys.
Go take the
I
piss.
said
Let me
he should
speak.
mute you. I said he
No,
should
but
mute
you know, don't
Okay, so
these
can you
back
let
up.
me-
you.
Shut
We're gonna
your
come
mouth.
to it. We're gonna come to it. The host,
You can't talk.
take over, host.
When you
Tell
talk,
us,
no
take
one
over.
interrupts you. When you talk,
Take
So,
over,
guys,
Saad.
I'm gonna speak.
no, because Saad, when he talks, no one interrupts him.
just let me
But when
speak.
it's time for someone to talk to him, he wants to act like a baby. Ashraf's being a baby. He hates
Okay,
people
can I
confronting him. He
speak?
hates it.
Right,
I
let me
want to
speak.
be able to speak.
Let me
When
speak.
you're done, I'm gonna confront Ashraf, that fraud, that bum, that liar.
Yeah,
Ashraf's a liar. Ashraf is a liar. He's a liar. I can expose
Wallahi,
him
you
being
said
a
you were
liar.
gonna
Address
Don't be a
the super
child. Don't be a
chats.
child.
Oh,
Hold
You're
on.
a
Saad.
liar. You're a liar because you just lied
So
on my name.
Take over.
You lied on
respect
my
the super
name.
chats.
You just lied on
Respect
my
the
name.
super
You just lied
chats.
on my
Again.
name. You lied on my name.
Can we
You
strip
lied on my
again?
name. I never
Respect
Saad,
once
if
said.
you do not take
I
him
never
out, it's gonna
once
keep
said-
going.
I
Look how all
never-
of us are respectful and quiet.
Safi. Because he has no respect, bro. Wallahi, that's a sense of no respect, bro. It's actually pissing me off. Ali A saying drop off is coming next season. Can't wait. No one's gonna drop off like you guys, bro. You guys 500
Especially after spending half a
He
billion.
gave up on this season, so he's already thinking about next season and what he's
You
gonna
man,
say,
you man
know
said
what I'm
you man put $500 million, yeah, 500 on top, and said, "Yo, let me dunk on you guys," and then came in and then absolute. Do you know what I mean? Absolute crap.
That is mad.
Yeah, I needed to read that super chat. Big up to everybody. Make sure to smash the like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel.
Can I speak now? Can I respond? Am I
We're
gonna be
coming
allowed
to the
respond?
Jokeris topic.
Or do you?
We are.
No, it's not about Jokeris. Are you gonna let me respond, Sad? Because I don't like this. You know, you can't let a man speak for half an hour. When I want to respond, he wants to go. Sad, stop him. Sad, mute him. Sad, no.
It's not about.
I said we're gonna cook you in the topic.
Shut your
I
mouth.
didn't
I'm not.
speak
I'm
about
not
anything
talking.
else.
I did not want
I
to get
literally said we're
onto
gonna
it.
cook you in the
I
topic.
did not
want
want
to
to
be able
get
to
onto it.
respond.
Bro, I didn't
Go ahead, Saad. Go ahead, Saad.
want to get onto this topic yet because I still wanted to discuss. I had another question about the title race and next season.
What's your question?
Then that's fine. No. Don't. He said he got
guys-
a question. Shut up and let him ask the question.
So
Don't
guys,
speak for him.
listen.
Shut up, dude. Tell us.
I've got. La hawla wala quwwata illa
This
billah.
Go ahead,
guy's
Saad. What's your
triggering me, bro.
question?
He's not letting me
Why do you
speak
get
at
triggered so
all.
easily? Why are you guys getting triggered?
I'm angry, but I'm fuming because bro, he always done, bro. He likes to overtalk everyone. He hates.
Saad, I'm not
he
gonna
hates
respond. I
being
swear,
called
I'm
out.
gonna be quiet. Wallah.
Yalla. Anyway,
And
please.
Sammy's making noises, but
Right.
Sammy's got under 500 subs. He's got one of the
Bro,
smallest channels on YouTube.
wallahi.
So Sammy, you can't talk.
600.
Yeah, that's
Sami,
fine.
لا ترد عليه.
No,
You go ahead,
don't. So again,
Listen,
why are you speaking? Why do you have to speak on everyone's point?
Why do you keep on talking? Wallahi, I told you already. Like we discussed it. That if I say relax, like bro, come on, man. Wallahi, it's disrespectful. Wallahi, it's disrespectful because you don't do this on other people's channel. I've seen it.
Oqsam
wallahi.
billah, I do. Oqsam billah.
No,
I do.
you don't. You don't.
Of course I do.
It's fine. Yalla. Let's just do it anyway. So my question is, guys, I didn't even remove him there, so I don't know what's happened there. I didn't even remove him.
No. I leave it. No. I'm gonna take a timeout.
How did he even remove himself?
You can. What do you mean?
Leave.
Can you?
Wait. Oh yeah, you cannot. That's true. Oh no, you can, bro. Here, I'm gonna remove my. You can,
Okay.
bro. You can.
Yeah. Anyway, my question is, do we think that the football is going to improve next season when he wins the league? When the pressure is off, when there isn't such pressure to win the league and to do this and to do that? Do you think that he can improve the football and go back to how he was previously in the previous
Let T
season?
answer that first.
See again, he's now
Who?
Ashraf saying who should speak and who shouldn't speak. He has to hear his.
Who are we talking about?
I'll talk about Arteta.
Arteta.
Yeah, he has to hear
Do
his
you think
voice.
Arteta? Do you
Go
think
on,
Arteta will change his style of play back, or do you think he will improve the style of play once he wins a league?
I mean, obviously, I hope he does, but I'm still stuck in between two places with two thoughts, which is he doing this because he's stressed and because he's nervous? You know what I'm saying? Like Ashraf said a few streams ago, does he need that one league title to not get nervous as much in the future and knows what to do to get it over the line? You know what I'm saying? Or is this just his style of play, and is this what we get from this manager? You know what I'm saying? Those are the two questions that I am asking about your question. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, I would love to believe that it's nervousness and that he will get over it once he get that one league title. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that Arteta can actually play some good attacking football, some nice attacking football. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it. There was a sample size of it, but the further we went with Arteta, the less we've seen it. So maybe it's nervousness, or is this just Arteta tweaking his system to the point that he got to this point now and he won the league with this current system that he has now? So will he think in the future, maybe I'll continue with this because this worked and I won the league with it, so I'm going to continue with what I did last year? You know what I'm saying? Those are the questions that I am asking about Arteta and what he could be doing next season. You know what I'm saying? I would love to think that it's the first point, which is his nervousness, but that's my heart speaking. My head speaking is literally saying, bro, I think this guy just chopped and changed and went defensive to the point that he finally found that sweet spot of control that he wants in games. You know what I'm saying? And now thinks this is a working blueprint, and I'm going to continue doing this in the coming years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If that's the case, I would personally, I wouldn't do that if I was him, because we don't know how this system is going to work with a functioning Liverpool, an actual functioning Manchester City. You know what I'm saying? Because imagine if this was the City that we faced a few years ago with Kevin De Bruyne and all of those guys, would we still be in this position? You know what I'm saying? Those are the questions that we need to ask ourselves. But for me, I do believe that he thinks that this is a working blueprint. He's going to continue doing this in the future.
Can I quickly tell you guys, just before
That's
we
a
get
fair
the
point.
guys, can I just quickly tell you guys something which I think is going to happen? I think we're never going to see City or Liverpool levels again in the Premier League. Those 90+ points, 95. We're never going to see that level again.
Yeah, but what about Man United, for example? What if Man United find their rhythm and they return as the Man United that we know?
If they find, but what I'm saying is, I don't think we're going to get that City or Liverpool levels where they win every single game and they lose like one game in a season.
I mean, how do you know?
Very rare.
How do you know?
Because
Jurgen Klopp went to Liverpool. They bought some players and he turned them into juggernauts, literally, within a few years. Who's to say that when Slot leaves or when Manchester United get a better manager, that they're not going to do the same?
I think there's a shift. There's a shift in the physicality and how this league is and how people are playing in this league. There's a shift in the play styles that you see, and it's not as easy as it was back then. I think it was a little less physical, and people were starting out with playing out the back. Pep Guardiola's football came in and influenced a lot of managers in that time. I just personally
Look. I think to give my take on the question, I would say that if Arteta wins this league, which is a big if, I think we can't overlook I think as T said, Arteta can play attacking football. It will be a different story if Arteta has always played defensive football. We know 2 years running, he was one of the highest scoring teams in Europe. There was times and seasons in the past where we were slapping up West Ham 6-0 and we were just annihilating teams week on week with high scoring numbers. We know we can play attacking football, and we know that he's gotten very defensive in following seasons after that. But even in this defensive season, when I look at the season as a whole, yeah, and I look at, for example, I look at Arsenal in terms of our games that we've played this season, and we've been defensive in a lot of the games. I'll be honest, but we beat Spurs 4-1, we beat Sunderland 3-0, we beat Leeds 4-0, we beat West Ham, we beat Aston Villa 4-1. We've had a lot of high scoring games this season. Yes, we've also had a lot of close wins. Do you know what I mean? But again, we have had a lot of high-scoring games in the league. And again, in other games, we've been very defensive. But also in the UCL, we've shown that we can play attacking football as well. So Arteta has the tactical nous to play attacking football. I know Arteta can be an attacking manager if he wants to be. And it's up to him to decide how he wants to play. If he wins this league this season, then he gets to dictate how he wants to play next season, because he's got to go and defend that. Right, and he's got to put up a good defense. And if he wins the league and the UCL, for example, we can't tell him what we should and shouldn't do, because he's proven and he's got the credit in the bank to say, you know what, I played how I wanted to play, regardless of what you guys said we shouldn't have played this way, or regardless of what the criticism of fans were. I played how I wanted to play. I was stubborn in my tactics. And we ended up winning a domestic a double from it, which is a big if, obviously, a massive if. But your question was based on if we win the league. But if we don't win the league, obviously everything's on the table. Everything needs to be questioned. But if we do win the league, then ultimately we have to give credit to the tactics. We have to give credit for games like yesterday. We have to give credit for how we played this season. So I personally, to answer your question, Sad, no, I wouldn't change the way we play if Arteta goes on to win the league, because I feel like he deserves, and he knows a lot more than me because he earns £12 million a year, to be able to decide how he wants to set up games and how he wants to tactically play. Because at the end of the day, everyone gives their opinion. Arteta tells them to play defensive. Arteta tells them to come back. Some fans are saying it's not Arteta. Arteta's telling them to press. They're just tightening up. No one really knows until a player comes out and says we want to play attacking. Arteta's telling us not to, which they're never going to do because they're always going to back the manager. You guys could be right. Arteta could be telling them to play defensive, but Arteta could also be telling them something different. All that matters, as T said at the start, is do we win the league or do we not? It's like a sales performer in a company. We don't care how you hit your target as long as you hit your target. If you work one day a month,
lie.
Yeah.
And scam
yeah,
them.
if you hit your target in 5 days or in 30 days, what matters is you hit your target. So you have.
Can I explain why? But Souls, can I explain to you why that's a bit mad to say? And I've seen the one and only saying in the chat that why would you steer away from it? Why isn't winning the only thing that matters? But in some games we have failed to grab the game by the scruff of the neck, attack more, and when a team is down and out, we've given them a chance to recoup energy and get back into the game.
But Sad, every champions have had that. Sad, every champions have had games where they
100% they have, but there have been some games where it is glaringly obvious. The reality is we should have been out of this whole title race business and we should have been clear, but it didn't happen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think City signed Semenyo and Gay over in January. They signed two of the most informed players in the league. They now picked up form since they signed those two players. That was always going to happen. City knew that. That's why they signed those two players in January. City want to take us to the end, and City have tried to take us to the end. And if we end up beating them, it deserves a lot of credit because we're facing a very expensive City team. I'm not saying, bro. I'm not arguing with you, Asad. I'm just giving my opinion. I'm just saying because I'm seeing fans saying this. LB said this. I'm seeing people. I'm just saying that I don't want to hear no excuses if we do win this league from any rival fans saying, "Oh, this is the worst Man City team. Oh, this is this and this is this." This is one of the most expensive. This is one of the most expensive Man City teams ever assembled. They've got one of the best managers of all time managing them. They signed two of the most informed players in the league in January. We signed nobody in January, right? And they've got a lot of squad depth. and they're right to challenge for the league. City should be taking us to the last game of the season with that team.
Yeah.
Do you understand? That's it.
Paul Assist, I'll tell you exactly, because you're saying teams innovating constantly and this and that and what, be more specific of what I want. I'll actually give you an example of what I want. That first season that we challenged, yeah, obviously we bottled it, whatever. That second season, yeah, where we went on that insane run, which was like, I think it was it 16 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss, yeah? Was that the run that we went on? That is the kind of that's what I want us to play like. But play like that consistently. Because the way we were playing on that run, attacking football, when the team gave us openings, we went for it. We beat them 4-0, 5-0. When we needed to be decisive and the game was close, we managed to get the 2-1 and move on. Do you know what I mean? That's the way we needed to play. Arteta found the perfect balance there. But he did double down. He doubled down on making sure that our defense is not penetrable at all. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I'd love if we could go back to that season and play how we played in that season.
I agree. We were more fluid. And I agree with Saad's point. We were more fluid.
And defensively solid as well.
Can I have...
we need to
give her a take.
And Sami got it.
Look, I regarding the question you asked, Saad, I think I agree with T, but the latter, he said two scenarios, and I agreed with the latter, where Arteta is gonna continue doing the same thing if he does win the league. I think both aspects that T mentioned are kind of intertwined. I mean, his nervousness is what led to him to have this pragmatic approach, because he's seen, blowing out teams 4-0, 5-0. You could say that it's exuberating a lot of energy from the players, and down the line the season, the players are not able to produce the same efforts again and again, because it does take a toll out of the team to continue playing in that way, which goes to your point, Saad, that you said we made that crazy run. But it's not, you cannot do that from day dot to the end of the season. It's something impossible, basically, because you're competing in many competitions. So you need to find a way to manage the players across all competitions.
And Wesley is
rotation
very smart. He's avoiding your messages.
We have more than enough.
Yeah, it's fine. But also there's another point where Saul's mentioned that the league has improved massively, which doesn't allow you to do that anymore, because as you've seen, I guess Brighton grinded that 1-0. It's very difficult. We drew against Brentford, we drew against Wolves, so it's not easy for us to go against any team in the Premier League and say it's a guaranteed win. And just to top it and to prove that the Premier League has improved, you can see the UCL, for instance. Who thought that Spurs can end up in the top 8 in the UCL? Above even Madrid. So that's a testament of how the Premier League is one of the top leagues right now in the world. Moreover, about Arteta will stick with his guns is there's some news that says Jover, the set piece specialist, is also getting bonuses now, a bonus clause based on number of set piece goals that he scores. So that is saying that we are doubling down on the way we play. We're gonna rely on set pieces. We hired a long throw specialist. We're looking at signing the player.
Wasn't that from before though? That
was already in his contract.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why it just surfaced now, so I'm assuming that it's
the reason why he was always active and in the camera is because of that.
Because probably, yeah, it could be. But also, don't forget we signed a long throw specialist, and we're looking at signing players like Coyote just to improve more about these set pieces, long throws, and the way we play about football. And at the end of the day, for me, I'm a big believer on the end justifies the means. So if you do win the league in such a way, I don't care. Like T said, I don't give a shit how you win the league. If it's penalties, own goals, set pieces, open play, I really couldn't care less as long as we win and get those 3 points and just get the silverware. That's my opinion.
That's like saying watching Formula One, Saad, you're gonna like this, but someone finishes first with 1 tire. Bro, you do not care that you finished with 1 tire, bro. You know what I'm saying? You do not care.
Yeah.
As long as you're there, that's the most important thing. At the end of the day, bro. You know?
Yeah, look, I think we're having two conversations. So one conversation is about the Premier League strength, which 100% it's true. It has gotten stronger. The Champions League group stage proves it.
Yeah.
In regards to the playing style, I don't think that's been the reason though why we've been playing that way. I think it's just Arteta, unfortunately, being quite conservative. I haven't changed my opinion on that from a few weeks ago. I mean, we are fifth. Yeah, we're fifth in the league this season for big chances created. There was a point where we were first or second, so that's obviously dialed down. And there is no evidence to show
most open play goals.
we was
or
Oh yeah,
am I
open play
mistaken?
goals were second, correct. But in big chances, because a lot of the goals we score are not from big chances, right? Like some of the goals we score, like
okay.
are chances that are considered like half chances.
Mm-mm.
Like Saka's goal yesterday is not a big chance. Saka's goal it's not even half a chance. It's like a 0.1 xg because you're shooting from outside the box with a lot of players in front of you. I do think from a sustainability point of view, we do need to switch to a more attacking style because there's no evidence to show this style can sustain winning stuff in the long run. Will that matter for this season? No, it doesn't. As long as we win the Premier League or the Champions League, hopefully both, then who gives a shit? Let's just do that. But if you guys are asking long term, is this sustainable? No, it's not. And it's been proven over the last 10, 15 years that it's not sustainable. The teams that have gone on to build dynasties and win multiple trophies, major trophies I'm talking about, over like a 4 or 5 year span, have been teams that have played a lot more attacking. And it is possible to play attacking, by the way, actually, because people always think about, oh, but teams are sitting back. How do you play against them? If you take more risks, the reality is they're not going to come out as much because they're going to be scared. And even if you come out, they're going to give you that space. Last season is not so different from this season. And yet Liverpool were destroying teams. They were ripping teams apart. They were opening games by the way they play. And I know it's not worked this season, but that's for different reasons, obviously. But it lasted the whole season. And they were unlucky in the Champions League. Not unlucky, but PSG were better than them. But they went out on penalties, right? Like, so it's not like they were shit in the Champions League either.
Yeah, but what about if we do win it this season, Ash? You can agree that it was good enough to win this league.
Yes, of course. I've said this from the summer. If you guys remember, I don't know, one of you guys, maybe Souls is the one who asked this question in the summer. I can't remember who, but it was in this show where someone asked me, so you don't think Arteta can win the league ever with Arsenal? And I said he can with this style. That is, he can win with this style if both City and Liverpool are shit. Because I think the style is enough to beat Chelsea. It's enough to beat United. And the reality is these two things have happened. Liverpool have been crap. City have been crap.
Ashraf, with all due respect, you're saying that they're shit, but you've also in the same sentence said that this is a much tougher league. And to win a league, it's not just about beating City or Liverpool. It's about being the 38 teams in the league. So
the league being tougher is not why Liverpool are 5th or 6th right now.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if we win the league, a much tougher league, playing that style of football, doesn't that prove that it works?
No, it doesn't. It'll prove it's worked. So to prove something works, because you know why they make you play like a 7-game series in basketball, or you know why they make you play home and away in football. Because they know that one game or one period of things can be luck, can be flukish, can have that kind of element. When you say something works, you want to see it over time, right? People say, like, if for City to show that their possession style works, winning the 2018 league was not enough. Them winning 2019 and then 2021, 22, that started proving that that style works.
But on the clock, Liverpool won it once.
Yeah, but that style still won them 2 leagues. And the only reason they didn't win the other
one league.
No, I'm saying that based on last season, because
no,
football technically.
No, but it was a little bit different though. Liverpool fans were saying it as well. What I'm saying is Liverpool won 1 league playing that rock and roll football, high press.
Correct, but they didn't win the other leagues, not because the style was not conducive to winning. It's because there was another dynasty, probably the greatest dynasty of all time in the Premier League, that was competing against them. Because when you get to 93 points, no team has ever lost the league on 92 points and 97 points ever in Premier League history. Probably maybe not even in league history outside La Liga.
Liverpool did. Yeah,
exactly. That's to tell you, it's not the style that was an issue. It was just that they came up against the greatest dynasty in Premier League history.
But still, I just struggle to say that in 38 game season you can play a style of football that you think doesn't work and it still leads you to a league title, especially in a tough league. That can't.
But do you want evidence of this? You want evidence of this? What
No,
about
no,
Leicester
no.
City? Leicester City played this kind of football. Obviously, a lot worse attacking wise.
Everyone just results to that. Why?
No,
wait,
but I'm
guys.
giving you an example, bro. I'm giving you an example why, because they won it with 81 points. We all know how they played. The reality is, look, Leicester deserved the league. It was one of the greatest, if not the greatest achievements ever in Premier League history, right? But it does not change the fact that they were also lucky that City, Arsenal, United, Spurs, maybe not Spurs, Liverpool and Chelsea were all crap that season.
So what
That's
if
the
Arteta
reality.
plays? What if Arteta plays like this style for the next 3 years and wins another league title?
100%. That means
and that
it's proven
proves-
to work. That proves it works. 100%. 100% it proves it. Then it doesn't matter.
No. But then you would come out and say I was wrong that I thought that style of play doesn't work.
Obviously, guys, why do people have this weird ego where they cannot admit they were wrong? I said if we win the league this season, I'll say I was wrong about Arteta. I apologize. Even though nothing changed from the summer.
Where's
saying that I would apologize.
Wesley's on my game. Wesley's on my
What's
game.
like why people have so much ego? They once they give an opinion, they're like, no matter what facts change, I'll never change that opinion. That's
because
someone being a retard.
because
No,
people like
guys,
because people like you will quote the opinion and say you said this at that time and you said this at that time and you said this at that time. You quote their opinions
Because you changed your opinion without any facts that allowed you to change your opinion. You changed it to defend the manager. That's what you did. When you changed your opinion about the attackers in 1 month space, that was to defend the manager. You didn't change it because you
Guys.
actually genuinely believed these attackers were crap.
Guys, let me
Sad, go ahead.
guys, listen. I don't know if this Gyökeres conversation is going to take 8 minutes.
Super.
I don't think it is. No,
No,
I'm
it's
going
not.
to do
That's sad. Sad. We'll do your conversation.
Yeah,
in
the
5
super chat, bro. The
5
super
minutes.
chat.
Do the super chat. And
Okay.
you know your Corez. I'm gonna say one thing and I'll stay quiet.
Yalla. So big up to Caliguna, who says when Sunderland are spending more than the biggest clubs in Europe, it's very telling on how strong the league is.
Yeah.
There's more money. There's more money in the league now.
There's way more money in this league.
There's more.
And guys, I have a theory about that. Honestly, some people might not like it. I think one of the biggest reasons why the league has become that big. I mean, it was always big. Obviously, English league was always massive. But I'm saying why it's gone way past the Spanish league and the Italian league and all. I think because the language as well. I think when you grow up, like I know a lot of people who grew up like in schools.
Yeah, it
speaking
helps.
English.
It helps.
And
helps.
it's easier to look at teams and watch commentary and watch punditry and videos and panelists back then on TV of English teams and people speaking in English. Right now, if I want to go watch a La Liga content, like YouTube content creators, you don't find them doing it in English. It's all
But they
in
also
Spanish.
advertise
I
it
think the English
better
language-
than this area.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
and
but the marketing is amazing. But I'm saying the language also helps. Like if La Liga, if Spain only spoke English as well right now, I think they probably would have had better content creators, better panelists, better marketing maybe as well, which would have hyped it. Exactly, Marco. Social media, like 100%. Social media is dominantly in English.
The thing is, why was Italy very popular in the past then? Because it's not like people spoke a lot of Italian back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't
but back then
understand the
social media
logic
wasn't
when I look
prominent.
at it from the what'd you say?
But back then, social media wasn't prominent. There wasn't social media like that back then.
Oh yeah,
for it
of
to spread.
course. No.
Bro,
no social media.
We Arabs used to watch football in Arabic commentary only, Arabic like ART, these free channels. We didn't know any of the languages, but I'm saying like as you grow up,
Bro,
you
you know what we had in Turkey?
Yeah, I
we had
still
like
do.
we had the
feel
voiceover.
the
So people would say something
I
and
hate
then 1 second later you'll hear the Turkish guy saying the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's
Anyway,
like a
guys,
very
I wanna-
delayed voiceover.
guys, I know Sad wants to bring it
Yeah.
up,
So let's do the.
Okay, so look, on the Ocares thing, I'm gonna this how I think we should do it to avoid it going into a full blown madness. I'm gonna spend 1 minute saying what I want to say, and Oxenbillah, I won't respond to anybody. I won't interrupt anybody, and I won't even give a response after. I'm gonna give my opinion, and I'll let the chat decide everything. Okay, just to make it fair. So on the Yoka and Ashraf, please refrain from interrupting me because I'm not
Okay,
gonna
just
interrupt.
go. He's not going to interrupt.
No.
So-
You said 1 minute. You said 1 minute. Take 2 minutes. Not even 1 minute. Take 2 minutes.
Okay, that's fine. So in the last stream, guys, I Oxenbillah, and I'll swear on my fasts, Oxenbillah, I said very categorically that when Ashraf pulled up the stats to show the comparison, I was like, you know what, I'm shocked by these stats. I never once said the Gyökeres is a better player than João Pedro. That word never came out of my mouth. The only thing I was arguing was the point that he a better goal scorer? And I said I understand T's point and Ash's point because I base goal scorers on just goals. How many goals you got? Do you have more goals in a player? You're a better goal scorer. scoring goals. It's in the sentence. So at that time, because Gyökeres scored more goals than Pedro, I said I do not believe João Pedro is a better goal scorer. We didn't discuss other attributes. We didn't discuss other stats. And when at the end of the stream, outside of the stream, by the way, when we were discussing it, I said, I understand Ash's point. When he showed me the comparisons, I can see why João Pedro is better than Gyökeres, even before João Pedro's hat-trick. So now, I did not argue anything to do with what Ash is about to say. And the reason why Ash is now going to drag me into it, because he's scared of T and he wants someone else to banter with him. That's why.
Okay, so
drop,
a couple of things.
Drop.
Yeah.
See, I love you.
Watch how he's gonna get embarrassed now. For starters,
Okay, can I
Souls
speak
has
before you
now.
go? Because I have
No.
to
Let
leave
T
in,
speak. Yeah,
Of course.
let T speak.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
Go ahead, T. Go ahead, T. Yeah.
I mean, bro, like I said, you only took one thing out of the 5 things that I said, and you ran with it. You know what I'm saying? And you only focused on this season specifically. But I also mentioned, I've also mentioned very, very clearly that he has more career goals, and he also has a higher goal scoring season. Gyökeres' highest goal scoring season is higher than João Pedro's. Yeah, João Pedro is not known for his goal scoring. João Pedro is known for being versatile.
Yeah, he's a false 9.
He's a false 9. He can play left wing, right wing, 10. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? You were talking about every aspect, and I said no, because Gyökeres is a better goal scorer. And yes, I mentioned that he has more goals this season, but we're talking about a João Pedro who's having one of his best seasons, and Gyökeres who's having one of his poorest seasons. You know what I'm saying? And they're still almost neck and neck. So what I'm trying to say is, when you look at pure goal scoring, Gyökeres is just the better goal scorer. But if you ask him to play football and to do other stuff, you're going to get a worse Gyökeres, aka you're going to get less goals. Again, you know what I'm saying? I do believe that we could have done him way more favors with our system, but we didn't. And he still got numbers at the end. You know what I'm saying? João Pedro is one of the main Chelsea attackers. You know what I'm saying? So there is a difference in that. Gyökeres is not our main attacker. There's a difference in that. You know what I'm saying? So for me, at the end of the day, I understand where you want to go with this, but you can have this season. If João Pedro ends this season with more goals, fair enough. Cool. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't change the fact that I still have mentioned other points in why I think Gyökeres is the better goal scorer. So there you go.
And just quickly, Ash, before you go, I disagree with T that if João Pedro ends with more goals than Gyökeres, I would change my mind and say I think João Pedro is a better goal scorer. But I understand T's point, because you have to look at other things. And
no, I did not say that, by the way. I'm just saying he can have this season then, but overall, Gyökeres is still known for his goal scoring, and João Pedro is not known for his goal scoring.
Let's watch Ash address these points. Let's watch him address. Let's watch him address.
That's my point.
I'm muted, Ash. Oxen Billah muted. Yalla.
This is so nice, because honestly, I was thinking, man, are they going to say a point that, you know, maybe I have to think about how to answer? Every point you guys brought up, I was like, oh, bro, I'm going to destroy this. So I'll start with the fraud souls.
I love Ash.
Because I'll start with the fraud souls, because Souls is saying, Souls tried to do the Eminem thing. He tried to do the 8 miles. He's like, if I can try to predict what Ash will say and I say it, it will mean less when he says it. When he's actually like, it's like he was trying to aim for a barn door and he shot the ball in his face accidentally. The reality is, I never once spoke about the abilities of João Pedro and Gyökeres. That was not the main heated argument, because for me, that's a no-brainer. I think you'd have to be absolutely stupid to argue about the other attributes outside goal scoring between João Pedro and Gyökeres. The conversation was always about goal scoring, right? And this fraud Souls not only backed T on that and said, yes, Ash, you have to accept that if Gyökeres has more goals this season, then he's a better goal scorer. So he did agree on that, and that's the only point I'm attacking Souls in. I'm not attacking Souls in the other points, because the other points are not even up for debate. And then, and I'm going to say this because he tried to throw the personal dig at the end. This is how you know Souls gets so rattled and loses an argument when he ends his point with, the only reason Ash dragged me into it because he's scared of T and he wants to do this. Because Souls thinks we're all 23, 22-year-old children. No, I know 23, you're not a child, but he's acting like a child. Because he thinks...
I wish,
yeah,
bro.
he thinks if I...
Me too.
yeah, he thinks if I
Bring me
say
back.
that, Souls thinks if I say that and I create that disruption between Ash and T, oh, Ash will let me go. No, you won't be gone. Because you said that garbage last week. You agreed with T. You said, yeah, Ash, you have to concede if he has more goals and he's a better goal scorer. Now to respond to T, who actually tried to make the logical points, but I'm sorry, T, your points are also going to get destroyed right now. My original argument was, I would take Joao Pedro in the combined 11. T said, oh, why? I'm like, because he's better than Gyökeres. He's like, oh, what is he better than Gyökeres? And he's better in every aspect. And then what T did is he went to Google, he searched, and he said, Gyökeres has more goals in all competitions. So his five factors about his five.
I knew it from here. Don't worry.
His 5 factors about, let's look at the career goals, let's look at this, let's look at that, came afterwards. The first point he made was, and you can go watch the clip, the first point he made was, but Gyökeres has more goals than him. And I said, actually, no, Joao Pedro has more goals this season in the Premier League. He said, no, in all competitions, Gyökeres has more goals. And that's when the argument went. He only used the other 5 factors when I cornered him, and he said, let me get out of it by adding some other things. When I cornered him by saying, okay, so if next week Joao Pedro scores more goals, is it going to keep changing now, up and down, up and down?
Then
he said,
shifted.
shit. Let me.
The conversation shifted.
T, I'm landing.
Okay,
please. I'm landing.
Okay,
right? When I asked him, when I pushed him and Souls on this and said, if Joao Pedro scores more goals next week, are we going to keep flip-flopping? Now Joao Pedro's better. Now Gyökeres is better. Now Joao Pedro's better. Now Gyökeres is better. That's when he said, no, let me also look at the other factors. So based on their original point, right, it's going to keep changing. Now, if Gyökeres scores 4 goals next week and Joao Pedro doesn't, now it's going to be again, Gyökeres is better this week.
I mean,
what's
wrong with me solidifying my argument by bringing in...
And the last point I'll say, because, bro, that's okay. I'm going to address that point. It's the last point now. The last point is, it is irrelevant, because when you say this guy is known to be a goal scorer and this guy is not known to be a goal scorer, that is before his time in England. We don't know for a fact that the stuff we saw in the Portuguese league is going to be transferable here. In fact, evidence and data shows from the last 20 years that it's not transferable. So if Gyökeres does it, he would be the anomaly. Now, I hope he's the anomaly. And I said in the summer, I think he might be that anomaly. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he is the anomaly and he goes and proves us all wrong and says, I am the first striker in the last 20 years to top the Portuguese league and come and kill it outside the Portuguese league. But right now, we can only judge them by what they're doing in the same league they're playing in, because it's the best and strongest league and the most difficult league. And so far this season, even as a goal scorer, outside the other attributes where Joao Pedro clearly wins, Joao Pedro has been better, and now it's been proven. And last thing, wallahi, last thing, if Joao Pedro played for our team, I think he would have had even more goals, because I think we're better creators than Chelsea, in my opinion.
No, it's because Joao Pedro would.
I didn't interrupt him once. Joao
Pedro would fit.
That was crazy, man.
Better than someone like Gyökeres, because Joao Pedro is like a Jesus type profile, but I do believe that Joao Pedro has a little bit better finishing than Jesus.
So he would score more goals, right?
No. The profile would fit better than the profile of Gyökeres. That's what I'm trying to say. But
so let's say I'm asking you if Joao Pedro was with us this season.
The thing is, Ashraf, I think we disagree on multiple things, which is a combined disagreements with this specific point, because you don't agree that the system is also a part of why Gyökeres has less goals. You think he's just shit. You know what I'm saying?
No. Let me correct you there.
Why you?
I think the system has caused him to score less goals. Yes, I think he can score more goals with a better system, but I don't think he's been shit for majority of the season, primarily because of the system. I think if he was on like 14, 15 Premier League goals by now, wallahi al-azim, I would have said it's only the system and nothing else but the system. Especially given like some of the performances we saw in the first half. That's it. But I do think the system is impacting. Don't get me wrong, it does.
Okay, so you're wrong with that then, because in the past you said something else. But fine. Like I said, you can have the argument that Joao Pedro could be in the combined 11 purely because of you think he's a better player, a better footballer, which can be true,
Yeah.
especially in the system. But I think we haven't seen the best of Gyökeres this season for multiple reasons, and I think the system is also one of the reasons. And I do believe that if Gyökeres was in a system that suited him a little bit better, like the United system, for example, you know what I'm saying? Then he would have more goals right now as we speak. You know what I'm saying? I do believe
I
that
agree with
that
that one.
hindered him a lot, you know? So the conversation about putting him in the combined 11 shifted to who's a better goal scorer. That's why
Yes.
I also
Can
mentioned
I just
the
add
other
to something
points
to
that I made. It's because of that, because the conversation shifted. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
can I just
you can have this argument about who can be in the combined 11. You can put João Pedro there. You know what I'm saying? You can put him there. I don't mind. I don't mind.
Before Sami comes, by the way, guys, in case you think last week was heat or anything, I need to let you guys know. After the stream ended, we stayed for an hour after the stream ended, debating this and then laughing and laughing at Sad as well. To be fair, but yeah,
but listen, I did the combined 11 actually with Yasser, big up Yasser, in the preview again before the game of the Chelsea game, and you know I picked Pedro because there's one metric maybe you guys don't rate that metric to be added to the goal scorer, you know, debate and all that, which is also assist, right? Because I do consider assist to be part of, you know, the whole thing, because you know assist does help you score goals, or helps your teammates to score goals. And when I did the preview before Chelsea game, he had 37 games and 22 GA, Pedro, right? And now I just checked the stat now, he had 38 games and what is that, 17 plus 9, that's 26 GAs. That's a massive number for an attacker to produce as a GA, right? Goals, he's 17.
He is a good player.
17 goals. So he's 17 goals all comps, right? With 9 assists. So that's massive. Maybe
and
you
just
don't
one
rate
correction,
assists.
Sami. And just one correction that T said was wrong, because he said Gyökeres is not, João Pedro is the main striker for Chelsea. He wasn't. Liam Delap started many games. There was 4-5 games they played, I remember, and iNotes can confirm this, where they played with no striker. They used to play Neto and 2 other wingers.
I'm talking about these recent weeks where he started firing.
Yeah, recent weeks.
He didn't start firing from the beginning of the season. If anything, people were cussing him and saying, bro, where's the João Pedro that we've saw in the Club World Cup? You know what I'm saying? This is not the same guy. Why is he not scoring goals anymore? You know what I'm saying? Ever since Rosinier came to this team, he made him the vocal point of his attack. You know what I'm saying? Not even Palmer, bro. Palmer is in the middle, cool, connecting the dots, basically connecting the defense with the attack. But I can see João Pedro being literally the main attacker of Chelsea right now. You know what I'm saying? And fair enough, he is a talented player. I understand why they did that, and they're getting output as well. Completely understandable. I never said he was a shit player. I'm just talking about pure goal scoring. It's basically saying, oh, who's better, Giroud or I don't know.
T, is he better now? Is he better goal scorer now? Or
no, I still don't
in this
believe
season,
that
in this season, not 10 years ago, or not.
I mean, right now he has higher numbers, so sure, yeah, of course. But like I said, I didn't buy Gyökeres to dribble, to pass the ball, to get me assists. I want him to purely score goals. That's what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? But we made him do other stuff to the point that we got a worse player out of him because of that. You know what I'm saying? I do believe that we bought a machine and used them wrong. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree with
teach
that.
an old dog new tricks. You cannot. This guy is 27, 28. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for us to say, hey, bro, drop to the wings and pass the ball, connect the play, you know what I'm saying? That's a stupid thing to ask of him.
But also one more. I think Callie's comment is valid here. He's saying he's been in the league for quite some time, João Pedro. So he didn't need to adapt to the Premier League. Basically, he's been playing with Brighton, so that could have helped him also to play
and
better.
That's also a reason, because Brighton is an attacking team, Sami.
Yeah.
And this guy never cracked 20 goals. You know what I'm saying? This guy was not known for his volume of goal scoring. You know what I'm saying? Even when Chelsea bought him, they said, is this guy going to be the striker that's going to bring us to the promised land? Is this guy the striker that's going to bring us numbers? People were questioning it. People were not thinking about the fact that this guy came here to score us a lot of goals. That's not what they
Yeah,
were thinking.
but he played 27 games with Brighton in the Premier League last season. He scored 10 and had 6 assists. 16G in 27 games is actually quite strong for a striker.
I mean, but
honestly,
but there you go, 10 goals.
and he wasn't,
you know
and he was, and he wasn't starting as a striker. He was starting behind Welbeck, if you remember. Welbeck was their starting striker.
Yeah, like the Cunha role.
So
I
10
know.
and 6 in that
But
position.
what I'm
is
trying to
amazing.
say is, we still did not think, oh, Joao Pedro is a pure goal scorer. You know what I'm saying? Let's buy Joao Pedro to get us goals. That's not what people thought about this player. You know what I'm saying? Because Joao Pedro is someone that's good at a lot of things, not only scoring goals. But like I said, if his goal scoring is a 90, you know what I'm saying? Other stats can also be 80, 85, you know what I'm saying? Gyökeres can have those stats in the 60s, but his finishing, in my opinion, is above 90. You know what I'm saying? Like 93, 94,
potentially.
95. You know what that's what I meant with a pure goal scorer. You know what I'm saying?
I think
So
Jesus. I think Joao Pedro would have been like the successful version of Jesus for us. Like he probably would have, because the only problem with Jesus is the finishing. Nobody had an issue with his dribbling, his ball control, his passing, linking up play. All that was fine. Even like the way he battles defenders and his finishing is the only problem. I think getting someone like Joao Pedro, who not only has finishing, by the way, he has positioning as well, which is what you need for a striker. Like people think, these tap-ins are the easiest thing. Anyone can score a tap-in. It's not easy to score a tap-in because you have to be in the right position to score it.
Man, then wallahi, I need to wrap it up. I can't lie because I need to go. Or else I'm gonna be late.
Oh shit, go, bro. Bro, Habibi, leave and T will end the stream. Yalla, just leave.
Yeah, I can end it.
You don't add anything meaningful to the debate.
Okay.
Yeah, love. I listen.
Wallah, I'm joking. I just wanted to throw a thing.
Subscribe to channel. I'm out of here, and obviously T will end it. But big up people.
Big up, bro. Taqabbal Allah from now itself.
Pray for Arsenal.
Get a haircut as well, you fraud.
There you are.
The guy said,
I'm not
That's how you know he's such a fraud Muslim. He said, I told him Taqabbal Allah. He said, Shukran. Maybe you should say minna wa minkum, you idiot. Do you not know Islam? You're going for Taraweeh.
By the way, guys. By the way, guys, Ashraf learned yesterday.
Yeah, did he learn that yesterday in his Arabic lessons?
I'm lying.
Anyway,
Yalla, Habibi, go pray, yalla.
Saad is leaving. I'm gonna end the stream. Not now, though. You know what I'm saying? We're still going strong, guys. So don't worry. Oh shit!
There we go.
Oh god!
No, we get to have the power.
No, it came perfect. We're going strong.
Live
you know?
stream.
Live
stream.
Wait, hold on, guys. What would you guys do for tomorrow's game?
You know what I would do?
I would rotate heavily, man.
You know what I would do, bro? I would play you at center back, Souls. I would play Ashraf at the 8th. I would play Sami at the 6th. That's literally
wait. Let's not go crazy. Who did they knock out before playing us? Who did they knock out?
Who is it?
Let me
again?
check.
Brentford, isn't it?
No,
Brentford.
Mansfield. Yeah. Who did they knock out? Let me see. Because if they knocked out some decent Premier League teams, then I don't think.
But this is the only. While you're looking for that information, I think this is the only game we can actually rest players because you're not going to rest players.
Rest, but I wouldn't go to the point of starting Salman and Andre Hanous and all these.
I
would.
No.
I would.
Yeah, I would. Max Dowman as well.
I'll tell you. I would start the players that didn't start against Brighton. So I would start Madueke. I'd start Norgard. I'd start what's his name, Skelly.
Yeah,
Calafiori.
That's also a part of the B team. By the way, Skelly is not there because he got a yellow the last game, so he's suspended for this game.
Wait, isn't it cleared? Like the yellow cards are cleared?
No, yeah,
or after this round?
Bro, what do you mean?
No.
Or after this round, maybe, I don't know.
Guys, they take it in the Premier League and League Cup as well, so it should be cleared. What do you mean?
As far as I know, no.
Oh shit, you're right. He's not there.
Yeah,
this bomb.
This is why you know what I'm saying.
So okay, let's say who's going to be the starting 11. Let's start with you, T. Come on, who's you're going to be starting 11?
I would put Kepa, obviously. I would put which right back is available, bro?
I don't know. Mosquera, I don't know.
We don't have
Mosquera,
Josh
has to be Mosquera.
Yeah, we don't have Josh Nichols. He's not in the squad, yeah?
No. By the way, Salmon plays right back as well sometimes.
Okay, I would put Mosquera or Salmon, either center
Right
back
back.
or right back. You know what I'm saying? They can
Okay,
pick where
figure it
they play.
out.
Yeah, figure it out. Go ahead. I would put Calafiori at left center back to get some game time in because he's been injured.
Mhm.
I would put we don't have a left back.
Mm.
We don't have
Guys, look at the teams they knocked out, bro. We have to be careful, bro. The last game was Burnley away, by the way, and they won that.
Damn.
Before that, they knocked out Sheffield United, Accrington, and Harrogate Town. Bro, this could be
Get the hell out of here, man. Get the hell out of here, man. What the fuck is
Bro,
shit, man?
Ashraf, you're scaring me as you speak, bro.
Yeah, man.
No, but
Okay.
I just don't want to
who's
blame
going
it
to
for
play left
Liverpool
back?
situation again, bro. What do you mean? Calafiori, obviously.
No, Calafiori, I put center back, but either Calafiori left back or center back. But who's going to play next? to him?
Nah, I'd start Hincapie and Calafiori, bro. I'd start
Okay,
Hincapie
you
and
You know what?
Calafiori. Leave
Sure,
Gabriel.
Enquiries as well. Because by the way, you guys haven't spoken about it. You guys been glazing Gabriel, but you forgot about Enquiries. Bro,
No,
this
both
guy,
are brilliant.
this guy,
Amazing.
and I was watching Curtis Shaw. Big up to him. You know what I'm saying? Great
Big up to
YouTuber as well. I was watching him and he said it. Described it perfectly. He said he's fighting on the pitch as if he wants to drag us through this league. You know what I'm saying? He wants to make sure that we win this league by putting his body on the line. You know what I'm saying? Did you see? He did a Phil Jones, bro. He was on the ground and he was trying to head the ball. You know what I'm saying? Bro, this guy was.
But I will say, even though he was amazing, he wasn't man of the match for me. Gabriel
for me, yeah.
I know we're so used to Gabriel doing these things, but that header to save the Baleba lob, some of the
And the
clearances
block.
he was making, that tackle in the box, bro.
Yeah.
This
But
guy is just an
I'm
animal, bro.
not saying he wasn't the best.
But yeah,
Gabriel
Hincapie was
obviously
phenomenal.
But
Yeah.
Hincapie,
Mosquera
bro.
was a liability.
Yeah, he was. He got the early yellow and he was shaky. You know what I'm saying?
Thank God he got subbed off. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, Arteta did some great subs in this game. I felt like
Oh,
he-
superb.
he saw Martinelli didn't work, straight away Trossard. He saw Mosquera got a yellow. He kept him in until the second half, and then straight away, boom, Calafiori. You know what I'm saying? And by the way,
Even the Havertz sub for Gyökeres
No,
was
he
actually
should play
smart.
as a left back. by the way.
He could have, he could have brought on Jesus instead of Gyökeres, but he wanted to still have the aerial presence, especially if Brighton get corners, and for us to win the ball back in the front. That was actually smart. I'll give him that.
yeah. But Hincapie, bro, for a lone player to be one of the main catalysts of this second half of the season, bro, big up to him, man. Wallah.
I mean, he's not a lone player, bro. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, we're going to buy him next season. That's
It's an obligation to buy, so it's not like we have.
No,
No, option.
It's
an
an
option.
option, but we already have a deal. There's a difference.
Oh, I thought it was obligation.
optional.
No, it's
No.
an option, but we already have the deal, and Hincapie already accepted a 5-year deal after this season. So we got it for 5 more years.
We'll obviously sign him now. Yeah, we'll obviously sign him.
So yeah, big up to
up.
big up to Hincapie, man. But Hincapie, Calafiori, Salmon, Mosquera, Kepa in goal. The midfield will be Norgard, Ødegaard. He can play, right? Is he back?
That's if he's fit.
Yeah, if he's fit. Yeah, Ødegaard. Eze. I don't think we have
Eze.
many. Which midfielders do we have outside of him?
That's
who
it,
are-
basically 3. Norgard, Odegaard, and Eze. Those
Yeah.
are the 3.
I would send Zubimendi and Rice to a vacation house for this game, not together, obviously.
Especially Rice.
Pause. But I would send them both on vacation for this game
They
because
didn't show up for training, by the way.
yeah, but we could talk about Rice running a lot, Sami, but don't forget Zubimendi, bro. Did you know that Zubimendi has ran the most kilometers under the most mileage in his legs of this season is Zubimendi? Did you know that he
But
ran
also,
the most?
but we have to understand something. T. It's about also accumulation of those kilometers. Rice did it for 2 seasons now, whereas Mendy did it only 1 season.
Obviously,
right?
yeah.
And
But I'm
in La
not
Liga,
saying-
you don't play as many games as Premier League because you're playing 4.
Oh!
competitions.
I know who should play in the midfield for us. Not Eze. Let's let Eze rest a little bit. Odegaard, if he's back, and Max Dowman.
That's
he
10.
Played already for
Can
under
he
21s.
Can he play the
He's
8?
original, guys. He's originally a 10. For the under 21s, he only plays 10.
Oh, so you want to play
Hmm.
Ødegaard in the 8?
Yes, Odegaard in the 8, Max Dowman, because it's Mansfield. No offense, Mansfield.
Okay, so
fans, if you exist.
Norgard, Ødegaard, and Max Dowman.
Max Dowman, and then
Front line,
Madueke.
Madueke, Jesus, and
Yes,
Martinelli.
Martinelli.
yeah, Martinelli.
Has to be
He
Martinelli,
he
bro.
be a throwaway
Cup,
player,
cup
yeah.
games are Martinelli's favorite, bro.
Yeah.
Martinelli looks at these cup games and says, gioca bonito, obrigado, Brasil, Martinelli. And the moment he comes to the freaking Premier League, he's like, "Si, signor, I play football." I don't know why he channels his inner Italian. No offense to Italians, it's just that you're not known for like.
By the way,
attacking
for
prowess.
this comment, he is not available, guys. He is suspended.
Yeah, MLS is suspended.
Because my midfield would have 100% been
Skelly, Norgard, and Odegaard.
yes, correct, 100%, yes. But yeah, that's it. We don't have. Do we have this weekend's predictions? Because there are FA Cup games, so this is for next Friday. I'm presuming.
No, I think we're gonna play the Champions League and then
Yeah, I mean,
so we can do it on Friday.
We don't have a league game for like almost 10 days, right? Almost.
Yeah. So our next game is Mansfield.
Then
then Leverkusen, then Everton.
Okay, so no predictions for today. Is there any other topics that we want to speak about City? Did we speak about City?
We spoke about the fraud City. Yeah. I think. By the way, I'll say this, because people are like, I've seen some people criticize Pep, which I find odd. And I said this before, and like Sean, even Sam said the same thing. He agrees with me there as well. I think the only reason, why City are in a title race is because of Pep. I actually think their team is not good enough. And I've said this before as well.
We've been fraudulent as well.
Sorry?
We've been fraudulent as well, and we're giving them chances. And we,
exactly. But I'm saying the reason why the reason why they've done okay so far is mainly because of him. So I don't know why people are criticizing him. They have the most big chances created, and their teams are missing chance after chance.
But Ash, I'm sorry, Ash. I have to challenge that point because Sol's mentioned something.
Ever in my life anymore.
No, I have to. No. Wait a second. When you're spending almost $1 billion in 2 years, and you're having, like Sol said, the most expensive team ever, I have to hold you accountable. I mean, it's not like you signed bums.
He didn't choose the players, right? He didn't. It's not him who's
but it's been like that, Ash, since the beginning of Pep. I mean, the model in Manchester City.
But you can blame the institution. I'm saying
talents.
But Sami, as a tactic and style and the way he organizes his team, I don't think he's done anything wrong. It's not his fault the players are missing chances in front of goal. That's not his fault. If a manager gets you to create so many chances in a game, then it's on you to not capitalize. It's not on the team.
By the way, the chat.
But you're allowing teams back, right?
Well, the chat is making a great point. Denzel and Steven in particular. When is Rodri getting suspended, bro? Because it's been 30 plus days. These guys. Okay, listen. Before you go, Bernardo Silva, the rat.
Also, yeah. Double down on that.
Twat, bro. You know what I'm saying? The piece of shit.
So we all know about it.
Yeah, the dumbest motherfucker in this league, bro. You know what I'm saying? This guy is literally saying that we are rigging this league when you robbed Liverpool of multiple league titles, bro. Let's not forget that you were a good team, but you robbed them in broad daylight, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is why I always hated City over Liverpool, because first of all, we never had a rivalry with Liverpool, so I never had a reason to hate Liverpool. But also, when I saw these scumbags rob Liverpool,
and yet these Liverpool fans want City to win the league this season.
Yeah, and remember 2 seasons ago? Remember 2 seasons ago when Kovacic and Rodri were kicking Rice, were kicking Ødegaard, you know what I'm saying? They were supposed to get
should have had a straight red.
They should have had 2 red cards that game. But it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But were the referees helping us then? Were the referees helping us when Rice was getting a red card for kicking a ball? When Trossard was getting a red card for kicking
Haaland
a ball?
throwing the ball at Gabriel's head?
Yeah. Were we getting red? Were the refs helping us when these things happened? You know what I'm saying? Bro, these scumbags, the fact that they are this shameless after spending hundreds of millions, you know what I'm saying? And still say stupid shit like, oh, Arsenal are getting helped by the referees. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. If anything, if there are two teams in this league that never gets help from referees, it's Liverpool and Arsenal. Man United always got help. Man City always got help. But Liverpool and Arsenal never got help from referees, in my opinion. Never.
Bro, how is Bernardo Silva chatting a lot of shit when he's like, oh, we don't get any of the 50-50s. Bro, you literally barged into Dan Burn a week ago. You should have got your second yellow card and you were not given anything. What are you on about? Are you okay? What about the Phil Foden thing when he stepped on, I think it was a Fulham player, if I remember, he stepped on his thing and he didn't get a second yellow card or didn't get sent off. You've had a lot of favorable decisions. And by the way, I don't think they've been helped. I don't believe in that conspiracy theory that their refs are helping them. I think referees are just incompetent. They make mistakes for everyone. We've had things go for us. We've had things go against us. What these guys are doing, Bernardo Silva and Rodri, is intentional. They're going out in the media and saying all these things because they're trying to play mind games with referees. They want referees to be influenced by this thing. Like, oh, you treated us badly. Oh, you've been unfair to us. So that the referees next time think about, oh shit, maybe I should give a penalty. Oh shit, maybe I was harsh by not giving this foul. And luckily the referee didn't fall for it, because Rodri yesterday, when he had that shot and Elliot Anderson tried to block it and it was a collision of legs, it wasn't a penalty. It was an accident. It was never a penalty.
They were crying about the penalty with Haaland, or the goalkeeper himself.
Yeah, no, but the Haaland one, I can hear it. The Haaland one, I can hear why it should be a penalty. Even Matt Sells looked a bit guilty, I'm not going to lie. But the Rodri one, this guy got a slight hit, rolled around crying like a little bitch, say, ah! And then when he saw the referee's not giving it, he got up and like he looked all angry and shit. Bro, stop doing that. If you're doing that, and if you want to do it, fine. But don't come after the game and talk all that garbage and say, oh, we don't get the 50-50s. Oh, it's clear mistakes. Because do you call it out when it goes for your team? It's absolute BS, bro. Exactly. I hate when these guys do that crap and they're doing intentional mind games.
Did Rodri call him out? Did Rodri call them out when Doku kicked McAllister in his chest?
No, of course he didn't. When Rodri himself handballed the ball against Everton a couple of years ago, and I could have given Liverpool the title.
I know the kick against McAllister was 100 times worse.
Yeah, it was blatant.
It was blatant, but never got a
look.
Was
the last minute. It was the last minute. That would have been the winning penalty.
Yeah, was Rodri and Bernardo the ethical guys going to the referees and saying, "Hey guys, they earned a penalty because we kicked them." You know what I'm saying? They never did that. You know what I'm saying? So hold that. I do not care what you guys think. I do not care what you guys say. Hold that and cry about it. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Wallahi, I hope, just to rub salt in the wound, I hope when we play them at Etihad, the referee accidentally gives like 2 yellow cards to someone, even like wrong yellow cards, just to make it worse. Because I want them to come out after the game and say the referee robbed us, this and that, and we'll be playing the most beautiful violin every single freaking week. Every single week. That we won the league with the referee helping us. Yeah, take that, you push. And I hope we score 3 goals on the top, all corners. I hope all our corners, all the set pieces, because then I guarantee they'll come out of the game.
Bernardo.
I got a question for the fan. Who's the bigger rat, Bernardo Silva or Bruno Fernandes?
Bernardo for me.
Yeah, I would say Bernardo Silva, because I think Bruno Fernandes whines and complains during the game. I don't think he does that outside the game. If anything, I think his actions outside the game, like with him like pushing the players to train and just, I think his work ethic is fantastic. To be honest, so is Bernardo Silva's, but I think Bernardo Silva speaks a lot. To be honest, he talks a lot of shit.
Yeah, he's just a shit person. He's just a dumbass. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually. But for me, it used to be no, Ashraf, trust me. If Galatasaray wanted this guy, I do not want this guy at Galatasaray, bro. You know what I'm saying? I genuinely don't, because I genuinely think he's a rat. You know what I'm saying? For me, it used to be Bruno, because I hated Bruno with a passion. You know what I'm saying? I thought this guy had the most punchable face in the league. You know what I'm saying? The biggest bitch as a captain, crying about every position. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought about Bruno. But Bernardo just tenfolded that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Obviously, Ash, you're correct. Bruno is still a rat. But there is if Bruno is a rat, then Bernardo is Master Splinter. You know what I'm saying? Bernardo is training the
younger ones
as we speak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I actually like Bruno. Honestly, I just don't like his complaining because Bruno complains about. I agree. I disagree, Register Kev. He doesn't complain only about bad decisions. He complains even about the correct decisions. Always, I've seen that happen many times. I do like him overall as a player. I think he's the best 10 in the league. I think he's fantastic. Bernardo Silva is no longer that good, and he chats a lot of shit.
That's the thing. I mean, is it related to performances? I mean, we've seen this kind of behavior and attitude from top players, the likes of Vini Jr., the likes of even Messi. Sometimes when he was, upset, he does some ratty shit. But you cannot look at that because of what
yeah,
they've
but
done
Messi
on
is
the
rare.
pitch,
Like
right?
these things are rare. But Bernardo Silva does it on a regular
And
basis.
Ronaldo always throws a tantrum and get mad at that stuff. But yeah, but they are greats, like Ronaldo's all-timer, Messi's all-timer. But when you are like Ronaldo, maybe the performances are not, linking. It's not linking and it's not syncing together because you're shit and yet you're complaining. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I hear you, bro. To be honest, it's like when you guys remember Joey Barton, yeah? The guy used to speak
that guy's a scumbag.
And he was one of the worst footballers I've seen in my life.
Yeah, but that guy was not only a scumbag on the pitch. That guy is just straight up racist.
He was a scumbag outside the pitch.
He's a racist.
He's a racist. Honestly, yeah, scumbag.
Yeah, but Hustler.
Fabian Hustler. Yeah, I don't blame. Honestly, guys, I don't blame him for what he said. I think it's completely fine for a manager to come out and say that. I don't agree with him. We're trying to win the league, so who gives a shit? But if I was the manager of the opponent team that just lost,
I mean, like there are different kinds of winning. So if they win the Premier League, no one will ask how they win the Premier League. I think you can really feel that they do everything now to win this game, and in the end it's about the rules. So if the Premier League, if the referee allow everything, then it's difficult. Then they make their own rules. So at the moment I have the feeling they are doing their own rules no matter how they are playing. So that's why I think it's difficult to judge that. Overall, like I said, I will never be that kind of manager who tries to win in that way. I want to develop players. I want that my players keep improving and keep playing football on the pitch. And in the end, of course, every team will manage and waste time. But I think there has to be a limit, and the limit has to be set by the Premier League. The limit has to be set by the referees. At the moment, they just can do what they want.
I mean,
I saw a stat today. It's not I don't know if it's verified. I saw a stat today. I don't know if it's verified or not, because it said it was a chart from the Athletic. Brighton's goalkeeper specifically is the second slowest in the league at releasing the ball after he claims it from a cross or whatever. Like, when they hold the ball and they claim it, the second slowest in the league to releasing the ball. And Arsenal are the third quickest in the league to releasing the ball. So
if you know Raya, he throws it straight away, bro.
Exactly. So are you gonna go talk to your keeper now and say, "Oh yeah, we're wasting too much time"? You're literally.
He mentioned about Raya was falling, a lot, and then pretending that he's getting injured. And
then don't injure him next time. I mean, to be honest, they didn't injure him. But...
He responded. Actually, I just put on the video. Arteta to respond. I like the response.
I'm gonna show the Arteta video, but before I play it, all I'm saying is, bro, if you are not Carlo Ancelotti, don't chat to me, bro. What have you want to speak to me like that, bro? Like, actually, like, am I wrong, bro? Like, what are we doing here?
That's true. But this is Brighton. It's not.
With us before, not very happy with the way your team played. He said that you make your own rules. He specifically mentioned the 3 occasions David Raya went down injured. I mean, what is your reaction to what he said? And specifically, David, was he?
What a surprise!
Would you like to expand on that?
No. I mean, you just go back for the previous games and you will find a lot of comments like this always. So
bro, people are rattled. People are rattled.
This guy's literally saying, "We're here to do this, and you're not gonna do anything about it." You know what I'm saying? Like Hustler was saying, they're making their own rules, bro. You're getting overpowered physically. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple.
Yeah, and people are rattled as well.
Yeah, they are rattled, bro. You don't have the Hincapiés that's gonna shush you. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the Gabriels that's going to scream in your face, bro.
Do you guys wait? T, do you guys rate Hincapié?
I love Hincapié, bro.
I rate him. Yeah, for sure.
Been really good.
As a left back,
I don't think he's great. I don't think he's great going forward, but like defensively, he's incredible. By the way, just on fullbacks, Timber is the best right back in the league. You guys know he has the most goal contributions of any defender this season. 8 in the Premier League.
Yeah.
He cannot attack. He's not good going forward. The most goal contributions.
James has better crosses.
Absolute BS.
Ashraf,
He's got 3 goals and 5 assists.
I rate James, honestly. I do rate James.
Ashraf, I love Timber, bro. I'll be honest, I love Timber, and I was saying all season that I think he's better, and you're the one who actually proved to me that he was better. But if I remove teams, if I remove the system, if I remove if I look at just 2 players individually, I just think Timber's Reece James is better overall. I could be wrong though.
I don't mind that opinion. My point was more about people saying he's not.
Who's having a better season? Yeah.
No, forget that. I'm talking about just Timber alone on him. Forget the comparison. People who are saying, "Oh, he's not good going forward. He's not good going forward." He's got the most goal contributions in the Premier League.
He doesn't look sound. It doesn't look sound, but still, he contributes, especially in set pieces.
What do you mean he doesn't look sound? I think he looks incredible on the ball.
Yeah, he looks.
He's so difficult
but he's a bit rash.
He knows how to dribble. He is one of the best dribbling right wingers in the world. Because how many times does he right backs? My bad. How many times does he get away from tight positions by just doing a dribble and twisting his body? You know what I'm saying? Timber is a great player, but for me, it's a pick your poison type situation because him and Reece James are not far off, but Timber is just clear defensively, you know what I'm saying? And he doesn't give you the traditional crossing as a normal right back does, like Reece James, for example. You know what I'm saying? But Timber finds other ways to provide. So it's a what type of right back do you want type situation for me. But Timber is better.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I see your point.
Yeah, I think this season Timber has been better, but not because James has not been good. I think James has just played a lot of games as a midfielder, in my opinion.
So when they're both fit, when they're both fit, who would you start a left back between Hincapié and Calafiori?
Oh, I still prefer Calafiori because I think Calafiori, he's good defensively. At least he has been this season. But what he gives us going forward is very important, man. This guy going forward is like a cheat code sometimes. Oh, you're gonna say Hincapié, which is fine. I'm not mad at that.
But there's a reason, guys. This is not me being recency biased. Oh, Hincapié, the new toy. I'm going to play with the new toy. No, pause. But I said from the beginning. Remember when we had this conversation, Ashraf, before we signed him? I said he has the potential to be the starting left back in this team, and that's the same argument that I made with Timber when Timber joined us. I said Timber can be one of our main players, let alone be our starting right back. You know what I'm saying? I just had the same vibe from Hincapié. And for me, even if Calafiori is fit, I see no reason to drop Hincapié right now. No reason, bro. Literally no reason. To drop Hincapié now for Calafiori is just doing the whole Ødegaard-Eze situation when Eze performs and then you drop him for Ødegaard. You know what I'm saying? There's just no reason. For me, I would just keep playing Hincapié until the end, personally.
No, I agree. I definitely would not drop Hincapié because I do believe in rewarding good form. Even if I think Calafiori is better, whoever's been on form has to continue starting. That's just the reality. So Hincapié should continue starting for us right now, and he definitely gives us good defensive solidity. So
why is I know Ødegaard's injured? That's
consistency as well.
Why does Arteta keep persisting with Eze in the 10? I think we need to put Havertz there. We need to do something else because it's just not working.
Havertz just came back. Havertz just came back now.
No, I know. But
I agree.
I think he will revert back to Havertz in the 10. By the way, I actually think he will go back to because honestly,
which I thought he should have done it against Brighton. Instead of replacing Havertz with Gyökeres. I thought
first game back. No, it was his first game.
Yeah, exactly. But still, I mean. He could
you mean off the bench? You mean off the bench?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I thought starting. Okay, fair.
Yeah, because I think those two can build really strong partnership between Havertz and Gyökeres. I think gives us something different up front, and we've seen it. We've seen a very small sample of it, but I think that small sample has a very high potential to work actually for us, especially in the later stages of the season, which we are in currently. I don't know, maybe.
I am disappointed with what's his name, man, with Eze, bro. Such a
Me too,
legend.
man. Me too.
Do you know why? Because even when Arteta does get it right and he does play attacking football and other attackers
Yeah.
play well,
He
he's
doesn't
always the
show
guy
up.
he's always the guy that doesn't show up. Even against Chelsea, he was like one of our worst players, probably the worst
He-
player.
Yeah.
Before we end the stream, I want to ask you guys one question, and I'll answer it myself before I ask you guys the question. Obviously, we have this whole conversation about Tonali and Anderson. I don't know if you guys already spoke about this when I was AFK for like 5 or 10 minutes. I would personally still go for Tonali, but I see why we would go for Anderson, because I can see him being a great partner with Rice if Rice plays the 6. You know what I'm saying? I would still go for Tonali because I think Tonali is still a slightly better player than Anderson. But I want to know what you guys think, and you guys in the chat can also answer this as well. Who would you go for next season if you want to buy a midfielder? Because we want a midfielder. Which midfielder would you buy, Tonali or Anderson?
Me personally, I would go for Anderson because I think he suits our system more. I think Tonali's a better player overall, but I would say Anderson fits us better. He's younger, he's got more potential, and he could partner Rice very, very well in that midfield. And I rate
Would you
him
play him as an 8 or 6?
8. No, who? Anderson as an 8.
Or Tonali? Either or, I mean.
Yeah, I don't think either are 6s.
And by the way, I don't know, how old is Anderson? 23?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
younger
yeah.
than Tonali.
He's quite young.
Yeah, Tonali is 25, guys, by the way.
So he's not far off. But
FYI. It's not that
we
far
know.
off.
Yeah, we know that he's young as well.
Tonali is also a good age as well. Do you know what I mean? They're both good age. But
Honestly, I
don't
don't mind because I think both are amazing. Honestly, I love both.
Yeah.
Anderson
I
is
don't-
something.
But can I ask you a question? Why are we going
you know
for
what it
either?
is?
But hold on,
You know
why
what
are
it
we
is?
going for either of them though? I don't understand. Why
Because
are
we
going
need
for
a
either?
midfielder.
But
We
what,
need
a
a
6 or an
midfielder, what do you
8?
mean?
A 6 or an 8 though? Neither of them I think are good 6s.
I think we need an 8. We don't need a 6.
Yeah,
I think we
don't
need an
a
8.
six.
We only have
Because-
rights who can play the 8 effectively.
This whole conversation about Zubamendi.
I would even look at Adam
and
Morton,
Morgan.
guys. Did you see him against Spurs? Did you see Adam Morton against Spurs, guys? The guy's a beast, man.
Yeah, he is.
Adam Morton's good as well.
But the thing is, yeah, Ashraf, I think you made a great point, because for me, an Arteta midfield would be Wharton and Rice in the 8. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
an Arteta midfield. Rice in the 6 and Anderson or Tonali in the 8.
Would have better
That's not
combination with Eze
Arteta
as well.
midfield. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's maybe we should go for Wharton for Arteta. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's a loaded question. But the thing is, the reason why I want Tonali is Tonali gives me the same energy as Donnarumma, and no, not because they're both Italian, but Donnarumma is a
Grinta.
he's a pure goalkeeper, bro. He's like a very, very, very clean and great goalkeeper. You know what I'm saying? Very traditional, very great shot stopping, a giant of a keeper. You know what I'm saying? I believe that Tonali is a very great traditional midfielder. You know what I'm saying? That knows ball. You know what I'm saying? He's not a system player. He is a pure footballer. You know what I'm saying? And I just get this great vibe from Tonali as a footballer when
I'm not gonna lie,
D,
but honestly, Anderson this season has also been a complete footballer, bro. Like, he's a dribbler, he's a shooter, he's a passer, he's a ball winner. Like, look, I genuinely would be happy with either one. I'm not. For me, I'll tell you this: I'll go with the cheaper one. Whoever's going to cost me less, I'll go with that, because I genuinely think there's very little difference in quality. I actually think Adam Morton, for whatever reason, will probably charge quite a lot. I think Palace will
No, I
probably
think they're
charge.
all, I think no. I think look, unless Nottingham Forest gets relegated, I think the price tag will be 100 plus for either Tonali or.
What about Bernardo Silva?
Oh my
Well, no, 100 is crazy. I wouldn't pay 100. What about Bernardo Silva? What about Bernardo Silva?
What do you mean, Bernardo
What you mean?
Silva?
You mean Bruno Guimaraes?
No, Bernardo Silva. Because I there was reports saying that he's going to leave Man City this summer. Then would you guys take him?
So why is that a problem?
that guy's going to Saudi or something, bro. What you
That
mean?
can be
guy's
T's
like
problem with
35.
Galatasaray, inshallah.
Yeah, he's going to join Galatasaray.
Listen, that'd be a good signing for Galatasaray.
He would, but I would
Yeah,
still hate
yeah,
him.
yeah.
I still think he's a prick. You know what I'm saying? A rat
Yeah,
face.
I agree with you. He's a rat. I definitely wouldn't take him to Arsenal, but he's a good player, though. We have to give him his flowers. But
He's a good
listen,
player.
I don't think Adam Wharton would cost. I don't think Tonali would cost 100 million. I think 70 million.
Why?
Even that's
Yeah,
a push.
I think Tonali and Anderson would be around the same price, which is around 75, 80.
Nah,
and I
that's
think-
too high. That's too
And
much.
I think, yeah, but that's the asking price. They ask 75 for Anderson, bro. That's his asking price. But
they're asking 75 million for Elliot Anderson.
yes.
Mind it.
And the Wharton, and this is going to sound mad, but I think Wharton will be a price the similar as Rice. I think that guy will be 100 plus, just because he's one of the
But
best.
why not Anderson?
Because Nottingham Forest already made it clear that the asking price is around 75. I think Adam Wharton will be around 100 plus. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, Tonali would cost cheaper, guys, because if Newcastle don't get Champions League football, which they're not going to get, they will need money. They will need to raise funds.
Yes.
You don't have like.
And we need
investment
to add a clause that if he has a gambling scandal again, that we get our money back from Newcastle. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to be safe, guys. We need to be safe, bro. You better be safe than sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the mafias, man, are
Yo.
working there.
A gambler never stops being a gambler. So just for that, I'll go with Anderson because we saw what happened with Paqueta. No. I don't want to risk. No risk, bro. Give me Anderson.
You
I
know
changed my mind
who I would.
completely.
You know who I would take from Spurs this summer if we had no money.
Xavi
Paulina.
Simons?
No.
Oh no.
Paulina.
He's
Mm,
a
think-
loan.
I-
He's a
Oh
loan.
I think
my!
he-
Why are
he's
you
alone, but
naming?
he's
I,
a
I would
players,
prefer
bro?
Mikel
Ashraf.
Marino
Garbage
over
footballer.
Paulina. man. What you talking about?
Wait, Ashraf, are you being
He's
serious?
loaned. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking about-
man,
I'm
what
talking-
There's a reason.
You know
There's
what
a
I'm talking
reason
about
why.
here. I'm talking about Paulina from Fulham.
Even Catch to say concentrate, bro. Even big up Catch. Even he's saying concentrate. What are you on about, bro? Paulina is. This is why I call him a B-Tech Caicedo. Even Bayern didn't want him anymore. Bayern took him
Big
for
up
one
Catch.
season and said.
Mind
Bayern took
games.
him for one season and said, "Oh my god, this
yeah,
guy's
and
disgusting."
by the way, he's
But no.
also like 31, 32 souls. Don't forget.
I know. I said if we had no money. I'm just saying if we had no
I would rather
money.
keep Norgard, man.
Yeah, and by the way, as of today, he's still a Bayern player on paper. He's just loaned.
Yeah, he's low. Mm.
Yeah,
That's
he's
so if-
loaned,
They
yeah.
will
If-
100% get rid of him, guys. They're not going to take him back unless they have
Yeah,
money
they won't
issues.
take him.
If
won't
they
take him.
relegate, khalas,
who's his
you know what
boss?
I'm saying?
But I would look me personally, yeah. I think this summer we need to make good reinforcements, yeah. I think we need to sort out the left winger situation. That's a massive thing. We need to do something there. Even if we win the league this season, it doesn't mean that the left wingers are sorted. So I think hold on, I want to land. I think we should definitely look at the left winger situation, sort out the Martinelli or Trossard transfer fees. I don't care which one we sell.
No, man,
we sell one of
ACL.
them.
ACL.
We sell one of them. Also, I think we need to look at a new midfielder. 100% agree. I would also say if Ben White is going to leave, we need to look at a backup right back, whether it's Livramento,
Already
as
are.
Sami was saying.
Yeah, we're already
Yeah,
looking
whether
at
it's Livramento, we need to look at something, yeah, and then we can basically do that. And also, you guys think we need to change the manager at all?
Well, yet to be determined.
I'm joking. I'm trying to get out of there.
Hey,
T was so close to that.
Pulse,
T was so
Pulse,
close to
Pulse,
auto
Pulse.
drive in the air.
Listen, don't tempt me with a good time, bro. Don't tempt me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't tempt me.
If
No,
Arteta wins,
it's about that point. It's about this point. Look, as things stands, I think Arteta is doing a good job so far. We are in top of the league. We are qualified to the UCL, and we have a very easy run. So, I'm predicting at least to the semifinal, paved road to the semifinal. We are in the 5th round of the FA Cup. We are in the final of the Carabao Cup. So I'm gonna give him his flowers. Up until this moment, I'm very happy with the position of the team. Pause. But we'll see what will happen next until May.
So up until this moment, you agree you're wrong because you weren't saying it's at the start of the season. But anyway, what I want to ask is
obviously,
is
man.
this.
What do you mean, man?
Yeah,
No,
but I want to ask this: if
he's
Arteta
saying-
wins,
he's saying we're all wrong because you also are wrong because you have a
that's
third.
fine. That's fine. That's
You know
fine.
what I'm
That's
saying?
fine. That's fine. I can't be a top gooner and Arteta sexual and be wrong at the same time. It doesn't make any sense. I can either be one or the other two.
Bro,
But hold on, I have a
that's
question.
why we're shocked that you
No.
have a swerve.
But T, you spent all summer calling me an Arteta sexual because I backed the manager. So now when we win something, you can't now say you wasn't an Arteta sexual. Actually, so you're not an Arteta sexual. You was actually a hater of Arteta and you were proved wrong. I don't mind. Either one, I've won. Either way, I'm losing. If I'm an Arteta sexual,
No,
I've
there
lost.
is the third option. There is a
that's
third.
not-
There is
that's
a
not
third
me-
option.
But listen, that's not
Guys,
me
there is
being
option
wrong. That's you contradicting yourself.
No, TT. There is option number 3, which is you are an Arteta sexual, but you made a stupid prediction in the summer. You predicted us to finish third after he got his attacker. So you'll get cooked for that as
You're
well.
not gonna let it go.
That's fine.
You're
I
not
will
gonna
get,
let it
no,
go.
I don't mind. No, I don't mind. Do you know what? I'll be cooked for saying I will finish third. I'll be cooked for that prediction, but I'll also cook you guys for ridiculing me all summer on stream, saying I was stupid and I'm an Arteta sexual for giving Arteta one more season. And there's streams to prove it. Yes,
I never said you're an Arteta. I never said you're Arteta sexual.
I know you never. But I'm saying T
You're
and
Arteta
Ash,
fanboy.
Yeah, whatever, fanboy, whatever it is. You guys said to me I was stupid,
Same.
I was delusional. Okay, that's fine. I was being called stupid, I was being called delusional, I was being called Arteta fanboy, I was being called I was like,
Whoa,
I remember. Not you.
Ashraf.
Ashraf sat with me week on week telling me, Souls, just explain to me. You have no logical reason to tell me why Arteta is going to win next season, even if he gets attackers. You don't know what you're talking about. You're just backing him blind. You're backing him, and he's not going to win. He's not going to win. Just sack him now.
And you agreed with me. And you agreed with me. You said, Ash, you're right. In fact, not only did you agree with me, not only did he agree with me, he said, Ash, I'm going to do you one better.
So
you think he's going to finish second? Ash, guess what? I think he's going to finish third.
Yeah, but Ashraf,
don't give me that garbage.
No, but Ashraf,
don't give me that garbage.
Ashraf, can you swallow the food in your mouth, please? First of all, second of all,
don't worry with the food in my mouth. Why are you interested in what's in my mouth? Why are you interested in what's in my mouth? I have no issues with your sexual preferences, but I don't swing that way, brother.
Swallow the food in your mouth, please. That's number one. Number two,
yeah, swallow is something probably you hear a lot from a lot of people.
Yeah, that's fine. You know about all that. I don't know about all that. I want to say one thing.
Yeah,
exactly. I don't know why you're going too mad, but I'm going to say this. Yeah, if we do win the league, I'm telling you now, you guys can drag people down with you. You can try and drag me down with you. I'll be with you. I'll drag myself down with you. I'll say,
no, we didn't do anything. You did it.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. But I'm telling you right now, there'll be, because I want us to all be like, when we win the league, you guys are still Arsenal fans. I still love you guys, and we need to ridicule the other fans of other clubs, not
obviously.
Not each other. But for the whole year, I'm gonna ridicule Liverpool, Spurs fans, everyone. But for one stream, I'm gonna come on. I'm gonna bring all the videos. And I'm gonna tell Sad to let me share my screen, and I'm gonna bring up all the videos of.
And we're going to do the exact same thing.
That's fine. That's fine. And I'm gonna bring up all the.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
That's fine. I'm gonna bring all the videos.
That's fine.
And we have a word. And we stop.
You think I'm in denial like you?
No, wait. Sami, I'm gonna say one thing to the chat. If you speak Moroccan, you'll know this word. I'm gonna prove some of these guys on this pod. Shmeta.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's what they are. You know what? Because you know what they are. They have no bollocks. These guys have no bollocks. Do you know why? Because now when they get proved wrong, instead of saying, you know what, shit, I spent all summer ridiculing Egal. And also, even if you lead me, what are you gonna say to Egal? Egal didn't.
I don't care, man, about Egal.
What are you
man.
guys?
You don't stream with Egal. What do you want?
If we do it, listen. If we do win the league, okay, and I said this long time ago, if we do win the league or the UCL, I'm gonna hold my hand and say, Arteta,
we said yes.
Arteta, I was wrong. Big up to you, man. So you don't need to bring all these receipt clips, blah 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 blah. I'm a person who hold myself accountable before you're gonna hold me accountable for things I've said, because I'm not a flip flop like you. I'm not in denial like you that I'll deny the facts. That I said this, I said that. No, I'm gonna stand here on this stream and I'm gonna tell you, yo, listen, Arteta, big up to you. You know what?
Fair.
I'm gonna have
Fair.
also,
you know
Arteta
what?
picture here, man.
And you know what, Sami? And you know what? Because you said that right now, Aqsam billah, I'm not going to be paid. Aqsam billah, if we win the league, I will never bring up your name. Do you know why? Because even though you were one of the biggest Arteta haters, the fact that you're able to isolate your own opinion and say, you know what, I was wrong, and you're not going to do the point scoring thing, that's the difference between you and the
Who is scoring points here?
No, not you, T. I'm saying Ashraf. No.
Okay,
T,
cool.
That's the difference
As long as
between
it's not me.
That's the difference between you, Sami, and the no bollocks Ashraf. Because Ashraf, he won't admit I was wrong. Ashraf will go, "But you also this," and he'll try and drag everyone down with him to not allow himself to be wrong. Because Ashraf was the main guy.
I'm not
everyone.
What?
Even if you
why are you
remove
doing
him-
a banter show when you know? Why are you doing a banter show when you know
Why?
you're gonna get cooked? Why? Like, let's.
That's
have
fine.
football
That's fine.
conversations.
That's fine. You want to.
I already said if he wins the league, I will say I'm wrong about him. But and you know that. But you
can I ask you a question?
You
if
live.
Arteta wins the league,
You thrive. You're like that bacteria. You're like that bacteria that thrives on that disease of an argument.
No. Ashraf. If Arteta. Okay, hold on, T. If Arteta wins the champs and the Premier League, Ashraf, the champs and the Premier League this season, and Enrique is available in the summer, would you sack him for Enrique?
I won't answer your question because I've answered it before.
So shut up then. That's it. Done. He's done. TK, with you or not?
What?
If he wins the Premier Champs this season, would you sack him for Enrique?
So would I sack a double winning manager for a treble winning manager?
Yes.
Yo,
bro. See, Oxen Miller, I forgot Ash's answer, but I hope it's not the same as yours. I hope it's not the same as yours, T.
Bro,
because I know you.
No, Ash's answer is yes.
I mean,
I actually don't know if it is yes. I think it's
okay.
no.
Listen.
No, he said if Enrique is available, he would take Enrique in a heartbeat.
It's a hard question to answer because imagine.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I said if he only wins the league, and
only
nothing else,
But
and Enrique is available, then yes. But if he wins the Champions League as well, I wouldn't sack him.
That's the Ash I know. That's the Ash I know. Go on, Ash. But your manager.
Okay.
It's hard to sack a manager if he wins both. It's hard. Genuinely.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard.
It's very hard. But the thing is, imagine we win this league and Champions League this year, and then the coming many years we just fail to deliver because other teams are better and our system is just not effective.
I agree
against those teams.
We'd have to give him another season though.
Yeah, of course.
So you're assuming he's gonna go empty-handed the next season?
No, listen. I'm not assuming that, but
Could be.
But possibilities
of course,
are here. You know what I'm saying? If Allah wants something, Sami, it happens. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So for me, it's
what's wrong?
So I just look at the situation. I think
I have no idea why T became Imam Mullah or something.
Imam.
Like, let me give you guys some. Let me give you guys some fatwa.
No, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, Sami, I am scared, and okay, I'm not scared, but I would lose my head if Arteta goes back to his old ways and just doesn't win anymore the coming years. And then Enrique ends up at another Premier League club. I do not want that, bro. I personally don't want that.
See.
Imagine City having Enrique. Imagine United having Enrique after finishing top 4 with Champions League money, bro. I would lose my mind.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
The only rebuttal I'll have to that, T, is if we win the league and the Champions League, you can make an argument that Arteta might be able to do better than Enrique next season because he's done better than him this season.
I mean,
like you'll have to start putting Arteta in conversations of the best manager in the world right now if he wins the league and the Champions League.
Of course, but Enrique won 2 trebles. There's a difference, you know what I'm saying? And he's it's not like he is very old like Ancelotti and at the end of his career. He's not, you know what I'm saying? Enrique is still a very good manager.
But T, you have to take in consideration if we do sack Arteta or Arteta leaves for whatever reason, and we bring Enrique's type of football is completely different, so that he will acquire certain profiles. So it's going to be, it's going to be somehow a slight
Sami,
rebuild, right?
No. Don't you think that some players that are underperforming?
Why no? No. Why no? Why no? Because the players' profiles don't fit.
The reason why no is because we have a lot of players that are underperforming, especially offensively.
Okay.
Yeah? What if Enrique is the guy that finally unlocks them offensively? Now we have better players under us. You know what I'm saying? Better attackers. as I was. So for me, it's one of them situations where yes, we obviously were gonna buy a few players here and there. Maybe he will snatch a few PSG players, like I don't know, Vitinha in the 8th. You never know, right? Maybe it's like, hey, Vitinha, come with the Premier League. You know what I'm saying?
Wishful thinking, but okay,
Guys,
yeah.
maybe Kvaratskhelia, left wing, Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Guys, I get your
you know?
points. I get your
But-
points,
but,
but the truth
what I'm
is,
trying
if he
to
wins,
say
if
is-
he wins the double, he'll be an Arsenal legend.
No,
forever.
Of course.
yeah.
If
100%.
Arteta wins the Champions League and the league in the same year, even if it's 2 years apart, he
Yeah, it's
will be an
crazy.
Arsenal legend. He'll be an
Just
Arsenal
like
legend.
Klopp, just like Klopp became a Liverpool legend after winning a champs in the Premier.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
Arteta would also be just as good as Jurgen Klopp in the Premier League.
Of course he would, 100%. 100%. Especially if he wins. Especially, I would actually say he's had a better individual season if he wins both in one season, because Klopp had to do it in 2 different seasons.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And hold on, if we win the champs and the Prem, it means we'll be in the Super Cup, right? And the Club World Cup.
Which day?
I'm not
If we
sure
win
what
the
Club
if
World
we
Cup.
win the champ if we win the champs in the Prem, we'll be in the Club World Cup, right?
Yeah.
Club World Cup is every 4 years, I think.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
Club World Cup
I think we
Club World
just need
Cup
to
and the
win-
Super Cup, yes.
And
I
Super
think
Cup.
we
So
just-
imagine he wins both of those as well. Now he starts
but-
becoming like a
I think we just need the Champions
You
League.
need
to
a statue.
qualify, yeah.
No, but Club World Cup will not be this year. Club World Cup will be in 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but we'll be in it in 3 years' time.
If we
I
win the
think so.
Champions,
Yes,
then yes.
correct. Yes, correct.
Oh, okay. But Super Cup will be this year.
Next year.
Next year. Yeah.
Next year, yeah.
Or
And
next season, yeah.
also, I want to say one quick point. Big
No,
up
this
Regragui.
year, but next season. This year, but next
Yeah,
season.
Yeah,
next season.
big up Regragui, because he left Morocco national team. Thank you for your service. I think he was a good manager. No, don't. 'Cause, Sammy's got, bro. I feel like Sammy just hates every
Oh, in
football
his
manager, bro.
head.
Sammy just hates
Nah,
every
nah,
manager
bro.
for any club, bro. That's what
Nah,
I realized about
bro.
Sammy. Listen,
No,
bro, you should be
Long overdue.
crying. You should be crying that
Long
Regragui
overdue.
leaving.
What do
You
you
should be
Sammy
tearing.
has standards. That's the difference between you and him.
Hey, Sammy, you finally got rid
Yeah,
of
but you're
Arteta
standing
Junior,
up.
bro. Arteta Junior is
No,
gone.
don't do that. Don't do that.
Yes, yes, man. B-Tech Arteta. You know?
Did Regragui get an average Morocco side to a World Cup semi-final, which has never been done by any African team?
Well, average.
Of course,
No,
average.
no, he didn't, because it's not average.
What do you
Bro,
mean it's not average?
average.
What in
All these
comparison
players
to
average.
Souls,
wait,
by the way,
hold on.
You know how Sami just got attacked by Souls saying, you always attack on managers. Uqsim billah, guys, Souls has a trait. When he likes a manager, he will shit on the players to make sure that he's bigging up the manager. That's what he does.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no,
true.
I'm not gonna do that.
That is
I'm
true.
not even. I'm
That
not
is
even.
true.
It's not true, but I'm not going to debate him because I ain't got the time to debate him for it. Anyway, what I want to say is this: Regragui. If you look at the other teams, and you watch that World Cup, the other teams. that
You
were
have
in that
nothing
semi-
but time, bro. You're living
the
alone. You do
other,
nothing. You have
the
nothing
other
but
team.
time.
Why are you talking about my personal living situation? Do I want to talk about yours? Because if I start talking about your personal situation at home, it's gonna go. I'm gonna get a WhatsApp message from you. So let's keep personal.
Guys,
I don't.
My
that's
pers-
fine.
I live with my
Land.
family. I have a
Yes.
wife. I have a daughter. Yeah, that's my
Mashallah,
personal life.
mashallah, alik, mashallah, alik,
Mashallah.
mashallah.
You will also
That's
get
the-
there,
that's
inshallah.
That's the difference between me and him. I can say mashallah for his living situation. He wants to.
I
laugh
say
at my
mashallah
living-
to you as well, bro.
He wants to laugh at my
Mashallah,
living
you live
situation.
alone, bro. Mashallah, bro.
You wanted to
Mashallah.
keep the banter, so I'm keeping banter.
Mashallah, I live alone. There's a lot of people that don't live alone.
No,
right?
no.
I'm not gonna go-
Mashallah
yeah.
for having a home at least. You know what I'm saying? Mashallah.
Exactly, which alhamdulillah. Anyway, what I want to say is this, yeah. Regragui, that World Cup semi-final, and even we did not have the personnel to be able to compete with Spain, with Portugal, with France, with Argentina. How can you compare that Morocco 11 to any other European top team?
Was it average?
You
said average. Was it average?
It was a very average in comparison to the teams near them.
I'll give you an
Why
example.
does Ashraf like to big up players just for the sake of it? The
Bro,
Morocco team
it was
was
not an
nowhere
average.
near the
I
quality.
agree he did amazing. I agree he deserves credit for that. The same way how Arteta deserves credit for getting us to challenge. That doesn't mean you keep a manager forever because he's done one good thing.
I'm
That's
not saying
stupid.
that.
And also, I'll give you an example.
Thank you.
Turkey in 2008, we went to the semifinals of the Euros again, and we got knocked out 3-2 against Germany, a very, very good side, and we competed against them head to head until they got the winner against us. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is at that point. We had, if you compare it to Germany, we have worse players than Germany because they have one of the best players in the world at that current time. They had Philipp Lahm, they had Özil, they had Klopp, Schweinsteiger, Kroos. When
No,
he
there
was
was
young.
no Ozil. It was no Kroos.
Yeah,
It was Ballack. It was Lahm,
Wait,
Klose,
was it
Podolski.
Ballack still? Nah.
Yeah, 2008 was that. Yeah, there was no Ozil.
Yeah,
There was no
Ballack?
Kroos.
And
Okay,
close.
but
Close.
it doesn't change my argument. It's still a very, very top team. You know what I'm saying? But Turkey had the likes of Nihat Kahveci, we had Tuncay Şanlı. These are players that you don't know. But if you compare it to German players, obviously they are worse than them. But they are not average. To say they are not average, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because Nihat saved us against Czech Republic to get us into that quarterfinal to go to that semifinal. You know what I'm saying? And Nihat was at that time a Real Sociedad player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yeah. So just
Villarreal, not Real Sociedad. Villarreal.
Oh yeah.
Was it Sociedad?
Sociedad.
No, Villarreal.
He doesn't even know the
I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who that is. Yeah, I don't even know. But Sami already said the joke. Why are you?
He was either the top or second top scorer that season when Villarreal finished second in La Liga. Real Madrid won the league. Villarreal finished second and Barca finished third. Because of
and Ash Ketchum said it. He played with Ballack in 2010.
But all I'm trying to say is, Souls, just because you compare...
No, he didn't, you idiot. Nihat Kahveci is Turkish. Ballack is German. They didn't play together, you dumbass. My God.
Yeah, no, they didn't.
Go ahead, T.
They didn't.
Ashraf hates me. No, but
what I'm trying to say, long story short, what I'm trying to say is, just because these players are on paper worse than the German players, does not mean that these players are average. These players were top players. I'm not saying that, T,
but I'm saying
Ziyech is a top player. Brahim Diaz is a good player, decent player.
Brahim Diaz wasn't there.
Wasn't he there?
No, he wasn't.
Who was there in 2000?
It was the other guy. It was the other winger. Buffal. Buffal was there, bro, on the other side.
Good player. Good
player.
player.
Buffal was one of the best left wingers in the World Cup.
Five-star skills.
I'm asking you,
that number 8, man. What's his name? He was brilliant. That number 8.
Unahi.
Yeah. So now
bro, we had Naif Agrad and Romain Saiz,
who are crap. Who are both crap. No, they're not top quality.
Yeah, we had. Shut up. Both of them played in the Premier League. Don't give me that garbage.
Can I ask you a question?
Bono was one of the best keepers in the tournament.
Can I ask you a question?
We had Hakimi, one of the best right backs in the world.
Okay,
we have
bro.
Mazraoui, who was playing for Bayern Munich. It's absolute garbage. We didn't have a bad team.
No. I didn't say bad. T. Can I ask you a question, please? Because I'm not going to debate with Ashraf anymore because he's a fraud. I know what he's doing. T.
Because you lose every time.
When you look at that Morocco team, T, before the World Cup started, I'm saying it's average because Ashraf can't comprehend English. I know he's not an Englishman. He just learned it in Dubai. I'm going to repeat it in clear, broken English so we can understand it because that's the way people speak.
And yet, I believe my English.
Wait, that's fine. You believe you're the best thing since sliced bread, of course. You're an egotistical maniac. You have a god complex. But anyway,
I have 101 flaws. You being better than me,
and you haven't named one of them, and you haven't named one of those flaws, by the way. Anyway, I want to say one thing. Yeah, T.
Yeah, I have 99 problems, but souls in
T. I'm telling you now, T. The Morocco team was average in comparison to the Germanys, to the France, to the Argentinas, to the Spains, to the Portugals. That Morocco team, no matter who the manager is, had no business being in a World Cup semi-final. It was one of the biggest shocks in African history. So how dare you come out and say that Morocco team was a quality team? It should have been there, regardless of the manager. It should have been the World Cup. It had no business being there. That's why the entire world was shocked we were there. Even me, bro.
But I never scolded Regragui for achieving that.
So Sami,
I'm scolding him for the
AFCON. Sami. So Regragui was overachieving by putting that Morocco team in that position.
Yeah, 4 years ago
in the World Cup,
4 years
ago. He underachieved in the AFCONs. So
exactly.
I agree with when you say semi-final is very, very impressive. But to call your players average, I don't agree with that because
in comparison to the other teams,
being average means that you get.
You didn't say in comparison to the other teams when you first made the statement. You just said average.
Go back on the stream. Go back on the stream and check. I was finishing.
Listen. You know who's average? Georgia. That's average.
No, you didn't.
You know what I'm
By the
saying?
way, by the way, Ashraf just lied now, so now he has to bring the stream up and share screen and show. Go on, he's lied, and if he doesn't, he won't ever admit the lie.
I'll do it. Don't make me do it. I'll embarrass you in front of everyone.
Oxenbella, do it. Oxenbella, do it.
That's what I'm going to do.
Please do it. Please do it. No, T, don't do it. T, don't let him. T, don't end the stream. T, don't let him. T, don't let. Fine, just find it. I'm telling you, I want you to bring up right.
So just before I bring it up.
No, don't do it. Bring it up. No, bring it up.
I am gonna bring it up. I'm gonna. Shut up! Don't just keep yelling. I'm gonna bring it up just to confirm.
So we're both
just to confirm, I'm not cutting you off. I'm trying to give you add a point.
Go on.
Before I bring it up, I'm just confirming. You are saying in your first sentence, you didn't just say they were average. You actually used the words in comparison.
I said they're average in comparison to the teams that were around us.
Good.
Yes.
Guys,
load it up.
I'm gonna bring it up.
Yes, he's gonna load it up. You dusty fraud.
Keep talking till then while I find it.
Yes. T, I'm gonna say this, T, because this guy's a point scoring merchant. This is what he does, guys. He looks for things to try. Look, you said this a minute ago. You changed your opinion 2 minutes later. I didn't say it anyway, and he's gonna bring up a change, and that's why you see he's turned his camera off now, right? So go and charge your laptop and charge your forehead as well. Anyway, what I want to say is this: big up Rugragi, because Rugragi, and by the way, T. Look what Asher said right a minute ago. He said, "Oh yeah, but in the AFCON he failed." I cooked him on the World Cup topic because he knows that Morocco were overachieving. The manager overachieved, putting them in the World Cup semi-final. No one believes
nobody's taking away. Nobody's taking away
being
from Morocco as a achievement for the semi-final. Nobody. But what he did afterwards.
Yeah,
4 years after.
But he did get to a final. He did get to a final of
Souls, you are the best team in Africa. You're playing at your home country, and you lost it.
It's true. Yeah, that's sackable offense. That is a sackable offense. But it was Brahim Diaz's fault though. But it was Brahim Diaz's fault though, bro. You even know it was Brahim Diaz's fault. He missed the penalty. T. Was that not stupid by Brahim Diaz? Because you were slandering.
I found it.
Okay.
I'm sharing my screen.
Load up. Share your screen.
Damn, Ashraf really went to the archives to find this, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, on today's stream, by the way. Today's stream. No. Ashraf, today's stream. Yeah, today's stream. That's fine.
Yeah, of course. When people talk shit.
Play the stream. Play the stream.
Am I sharing? Wait. I need to reshare because I didn't share the audio. You guys need to listen to the audio, obviously.
Okay, yeah. Put the audio on. And make sure you let it run.
Yeah. Let me know when you guys get. Yeah. Remember our argument, huh? Guys, I'm gonna play the clip right now. He said in his first sentence itself, he said in comparison to other players. Listen, guys.
Play it.
Let me know if you guys can hear the audio, by the way. Huh?
We can hear it. Play it.
Yes, man. B-Tech Arteta. You know?
Did Regragui get an average Morocco side to a World Cup semi-final, which has never been done by any African team?
Well, average?
No.
Let the video play. He asked me. No.
That's why I'm going back to it again. No. That's why I'm going back to it again.
Let the video run. Let the video
run.
My
whole argument. Don't make me again play the other clip now. Don't make me play the other clip.
Wait,
my whole argument before I started.
T just asked me, what do you mean by average? T just asked me, what do you mean by average? Let the video run.
That wasn't our argument. That wasn't our argument. Our argument was...
You're doing what you did with T last week. You're doing with your T.
Why are you a child, bro? Why are you a child?
Let the video run. Let the video
run.
You actually think
you win debates by yelling over other people? Is that what you do?
I'm gonna play it on my phone. Oxenbelle's guy's not gonna get away with it today. He's not getting away with it today. Oxenbelle, T, let the stream run. Because I'm letting this.
I'm gonna finish my sentence.
Okay, no, that's fine. I'm gonna let the stream run. You're gonna let the stream run, and I'll play the
whole
stream.
reason we. Shut up! I'm not going to do it. I'll play it after I finish my point.
I'll do it. I'll play it right now. Oxenbelle,
the whole reason we started this debate. The whole reason.
What's the minute, Sami?
Dude, could you shut up and let someone else talk? The whole reason we started this debate is I said your first sentence was he took an average Morocco side to the semi-final. You in your first sentence, you didn't say in comparison to all the players. You only said it after we probed you, and he said, "What do you mean average?" That was the argument. And you said, "No, I said it in my first sentence." And then, wait, please, don't interrupt. When you know you're in a corner, don't interrupt.
Are you gonna let the video run? Because you're being in. You're
No,
being
I'm not.
injust-
There you go. There, no.
That's
I was,
fine. There you
but
go.
now I'm not going to do it.
Guys,
Now I'm not
here
going
we
to do it.
go. Guys, here
And
we
then
go.
when I questioned him on it, he said, "No, because you didn't let me finish my sentence. You finished your sentence, and then he asked you a question.
We're
and then
gonna
you
play
responded.
it.
Are
We're
you
gonna
lying?
play it. We're gonna play it. I'm gonna play it on my screen, guys. Do you know why? Because let me tell you now why this guy's a fraud. Because T asked me when I said he took an average Morocco side. T then probed to understand what I meant by that. If when T asked me what I meant by that, I said no, the team is average. Then I changed my mind after that. He could cook me on this point.
He didn't
But
ask you what
my
you mean
point
by
was.
that.
No, T
Guys,
asked me average.
listen to
What
it
do you mean
again.
No,
Listen to
let
it.
the
Exactly.
but don't
So he
pause it
wasn't-
to
he
prove your
didn't ask
narrative.
you.
But don't
He
pause
thought-
it
he
to prove
thought
your
your opinion
Fine, but why?
stupid.
But why are you pausing it strategically?
Guy, bro,
at a
he
point
left.
where it
Then he
proves the
said, "I don't
narrative?
accept when
Let
I'm wrong."
the
When I
video
literally
run.
showed him video
Let the
evidence.
video run.
Leave
You're
it, leave
wrong.
it,
You're a
leave it,
liar.
leave
You're
it,
a liar.
leave it.
You are a
Well,
liar.
average?
Let the video run.
No, no, he didn't, because it's not average.
Let the video
Wait. Listen, guys, I'm letting the video run now. Listen to it again.
Go on.
Listen to it again.
By any African. Did Regragui get an average Morocco side to a World Cup semi-final, which has never been done by any African team?
Well, average.
No, no, he didn't, because it's not average. Now I'm gonna let it run. I'm gonna keep playing.
He paused the other point.
I'm gonna keep
He won't let
playing.
it
You
run.
piece of shit. Listen, I'm gonna
Okay,
keep
bye.
playing, but just to
Go on.
show you the evidence again, because that's how the argument started. Twice he said it's just an average team.
You're
So far,
wrong. Let the video run because you won't let
dude,
me,
why do you do
won't-
that? So when someone's
dude.
making a statement, do you actually think yelling
You've
over them
already
is gonna
made
win
this
you the
point.
debate?
No, because you've already. I
No,
said
no,
what? You've
no,
already
I
made
haven't.
this
I'm making
point.
a new
You
point.
want to keep
I'm making a new point.
over-talking. You want to keep
No,
over-talking.
this is a new point. This is a
How
new
can you
point.
make-
If you
okay,
listen,
fine,
you'll
how can you
understand.
make a new point when you can't let me respond to your first point? You can't overtalk, bro. You can't just keep talking over people. You have to let people the
Why
ability to
did, wait,
respond.
why
Let
did I
people
bring the
let me
clip? What was
respond
our
to you.
argument?
I just told
Why
you.
did I bring up the clip?
No, let people respond to you, bro. You keep doing, bro. It doesn't work. You think you're so smart. You can't overtalk people. You did this last week. You do it all the time. Let people respond. T, my point was, I didn't say this Morocco team is average. I said the Morocco team is average in comparison to the
Let it
teams
play out
around
a little
them.
bit.
Let it play because he won't let me clarify what I meant right at the start. He'll go, before you clarified, you mentioned the word average without the words in comparison to. So that means you mentioned, bro, he's a point scoring maniac. This guy is the most deluded guy I've ever heard in my life.
Let me know when you're done. Because when I
meant.
talk, I don't want you to interrupt me.
That's
Go,
fine.
keep going.
That's fine. Fine.
Go on.
I'm gonna stay
Okay,
quiet
and after that, we're
What-
done.
in-
After that,
that's
we're
fine.
done. Keep it
That's
short.
fine.
Yeah.
That's
After
fine.
he's done,
What I
I'll
meant-
go and then we're
that's
done.
fine.
Yeah.
The issue with Ashes, and this is what he always does, guys. I said what I
gonna take
meant
3
at the
minutes.
start.
I'll go
What
drink
I
some.
meant in the start of the stream. What I said at the start of the stream is he is average. They're an average team in comparison to the rest of the players. The reason why he won't let this clip run, guys, because right now I'm about to say average in comparison to. But what Ash will do, because he's a point scoring
Come on,
maniac,
guys, I'm running out of pistachios.
and because he's a point scoring maniac, what this Ash guy likes to do is he likes to go, average. But you said right in your first exact statement before you had a chance to clarify anything because we interrupted you. You said average without the words in comparison to. So that means you were wrong in that specific word at the specific start of what you said. Bro, he's a point scoring maniac. This is what he does. But everybody knows, anybody with half a brain knows, come on, Ashraf, you're nitpicking. Suleiman clearly said, Souls clearly said, in comparison to. That's it. Everyone knows this. So if he wants to point score on the exact wording that I said right at the start without the words in comparison to, that proves that this guy is a fraud. He's a maniac, and we don't have to listen to a word he's got to say because he's a liar and a fraud.
Are you done? Because okay, so now it's my turn. I asked him before I played the clip, and before I brought up the clip, I said in your first sentence when you said he's average, which is not the same as saying an average compared to France, compared to this, because average is different. Average could be compared to Netherlands, we were not average. Compared to Senegal, we were not average. So it depends on which team you're discussing.
In the World Cup,
You
in the World
said first-
Cup.
Please don't interrupt me. I didn't interrupt you.
No, but fine. I'm saying in the World Cup though. Don't lie.
Don't interrupt. I don't care. You said things that I don't agree with, and I still let it go.
Okay, fine.
He said the team is average, right? Anyone who says the team is average means a lot of the players are not good enough, are not that good. Means the players, when you rate them, right, individually, are not good. Like they're average or above average as players, right? We know what that means. We don't have an average team. A lot of our players are actually very good players. One of them is world class, in fact. And
Thank you,
Hakimi.
Denzel. Thank you, Denzel.
He said yeah, he took an average team. And then when we challenged him and said, what do you mean average? He said, yeah, a lot of these players are average. He's doubled down on it again. Only after, which is what I'm going to play here, so that Souls can freaking eat humble pie here.
What do you mean average? What in comparison to
Souls, by the way,
hold on.
you know how Sami just got attacked by Souls saying you
See, he interrupted me. He wouldn't even let me speak. He interrupted me, guys. Look,
just
he
shut up. I'm
interrupted
playing
me.
the clip. He will shit on the players to make sure.
It's not true, but I'm not going to debate him because I ain't got the time to debate him for it. Anyway, what I'm going to say is this. Regularly, you look at the other teams, and you watch that World Cup. The other teams,
you have nothing but time, bro. You're living alone. You do nothing.
If I start talking personal insults, ad hominem insults, that's what he does, guys. There's the king debate, Ashraf. He wants to interrupt me twice before I could say the word comparison. He interrupted me twice. This is what Ash does.
So I played it.
Biggest fraud on
did
YouTube.
say in comparison afterwards, which is exactly my point. I'm not gonna address the other stuff because when I told Souls, let's not do banter anymore, he started crying and saying, but we have to do banter.
I got something for you.
But fair enough. I take it back. I take it back. No, we won't banter anymore. We won't banter anymore.
No.
My point is.
No. Big up Regregi.
Yeah, I didn't interrupt him when he spoke, but he cannot do it the other way. Anyways,
but I didn't interrupt you. Don't get rattled now. Don't get rattled.
No, you didn't because I didn't finish my point.
You're being cooked. You're being cooked here, and you're wrong about you being cooked.
It's been a great stream, guys. We have to end it here.
He's rattled. Guys, I've successfully rattled Ashraf. Look at him.
No, you didn't. By the way, that's not a success because you rattle me just by showing your face. Your face itself rattles me.
Oh,
that has nothing to do with stuff you said.
Make sure to drop a
when you say brain dead things, you're gonna be challenged on it. But anyways,
guys, I love Ashraf. I love T. I love Sami.
Mute team.
Koora pod. This is the
make sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe on your.
By the way, it's not the Koora pod, guys. We will raise the standards. I promise you. These are not standards of the Koora pod.
We will be back on next Friday. We're not gonna do the watch along for tomorrow. I think. I think outside of Sami, nobody's doing a watch along. So make sure you guys tune in to Football Rig tomorrow to watch the watch along. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll take you up on that offer. But you never know. Maybe it's Ramadan. Maybe I'll sleep. You never know. So anyway, guys, make sure to tune in to Football Rig tomorrow. Maybe we will be there. You know what I'm saying? If you want to watch Salmon, make sure to tune in tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back next Friday either way. Like I said, make sure to like and subscribe. This has been me, Souls, Sami, and Ashraf, and Saad, who left ages ago. You know what I'm saying? We're out. Peace.
Big up.